Hey, we are here with Terra Invicta, and this is episode 103. We are back with some more Dungeons & Dragons action. And the thing we did last time is you guys fought a giant, horrible monstrosity made out of animal parts. And there was also a sleep paralysis demon. So, definitely one of the most fun combats that I've ever devised. I think. I think that's a pretty terrible combination of things there, and I was very happy about it. But you did a great job. You also have Sargon, one of the lieutenants of the Crimson Fleet, in captivity now. And you have Git ran off after the sleep paralysis demon as it tried to run away, and we just hear cartoonish bonks off in the distance as he destroys it utterly.
I mean, how long did it take him?
It took like maybe not even 10 rounds, maybe 10 rounds, about that.
So about a minute then.
Yeah, I would say he's not gone for that long.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time I get back, definitely a minute.
Yeah. And then we also have Anna, who just murdered someone in cold blood, and of course this
that blood was pretty hot.
I was gonna say this person. Oh, that's true. This person is Luna Mendez. So it's like, is she really a person? Was it really murder?
She is a person. It was murder. It just wasn't in cold blood.
She was a person.
Yeah. Now she is an object. She's a corpse. Yes. No.
Look, just because I hate her doesn't mean I think she shouldn't be respected.
Depersonify her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure there for a bit, so I just, that was a test. That was a test, and you passed. Good job, Emily. Yeah,
as opposed to the persuasion checks that she did not.
Yes, you killed Luna, and then the what's her face, the sorceress lady, who is the kind of blood mother of this safe house, this region for the Blood Sisters, basically told you, stop what you're doing right now. I'm using magic. You're gonna stay here, and we're gonna figure this out. Do not leave. And that's where we left off with that. So we'll likely mostly deal with aftermath of all of that stuff today. And you still have lots of like information gathering and other things that still need to happen technically in Broken Reach. So we'll just see how it all goes, Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with the main gang after Git comes back and having bonked?
I feel like we should start with Anna, since we kind of left it off partway through the session.
That makes sense to me. So Anna, you are in the Blood Sister safe house here.
Woo.
And what's her face is sold. Told you, sit back down. And I believe the kind of specific wording was like, don't try to escape. Don't try to break free of my enchantment. Stay here and wait for us to figure this out, right? Like,
I'm just hanging out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was you, and you were trying to, if I remember correctly, you were trying to carry away Luna's body.
I was, but then as soon as I was commanded and failed my wisdom save to stay there, I just okay, I have to stay here. So I just dropped Luna's body and then walked in.
Right. Oh, I'm remembering that you also I think she originally told you to drop your weapons. That's what I was thinking of. It's like I thought there was an object that was dropped at some point as well. But cool, yeah, you're hanging out. So Isolde is a powerful sorceress. She has magic at her disposal. I am curious I'm going to pull up her character sheet again here. I think she's used most of her powerful ones, but I was curious if she had yeah, so she has a teleport spell. She has... Yeah, I was mainly wondering if she had something that could get in touch with the Lady of Pain. The thing with the Lady of Pain, this is something I've been thinking about in Terra Invicta here. The Lady of Pain in D&D lore is this cosmic, unknowable force who rarely ever speaks and lives in sigil, and if you do anything against her will, she instantly annihilates you. We have portrayed the Lady of Pain as a much more personable character, but I think that's mainly to you guys. I do think that to most people, she does come off as this unknowable force. But to you and her agents, she has kind of revealed this more personable side of herself. So I don't think Isolde is going to be let me just call up Lady of Pain and we'll figure this out. Though I do suspect that is likely where this is headed.
Mm-hmm.
we definitely get a moment where Anna is just sitting and waiting around, right? She's hanging out in the manor here, or not the manor, it's like a little shrine or whatever. You're like sitting on a couch or a divan or whatever, waiting for this judgment, for this explanation. But so this spell lasts for 24 hours.
I think so.
I believe. It was mass suggestion. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. So we probably pick up with Anna alone in this room, sitting and waiting. But after not too long, Isolde comes back. I did have one question that I was thinking about Luna. You guys found the black bile dagger that she used back in Farshore, right?
Is it the black heart dagger?
No, that is different.
Okay.
I stole a dagger off someone.
I remember there being a black bile dagger, and I believe it was hers that you found back in season 5. Like during that murder investigation
feel
thing
like
or
we
something.
Found it, but like I don't.
I seem to remember you guys burying it. Does that sound
I don't
right
think
to you
we
guys?
took it because we didn't want to have it.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I remember, and I think if you guys are thinking that makes sense,
I have to flip through notes, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I was just curious.
I remember there was a dagger we stole off someone that was black. It was.
I remember there being 2 specific like black evilish kind of like dark daggers.
Yes, so there's Black Heart is the one you found in the Tyrannosaurus foot.
Yep.
And that it's not a black bile dagger.
Yeah, that one doesn't forever kill people or like trap their soul.
The one I'm thinking of we stole off of someone.
We got it from Luna because she killed one of the. She killed one of the Jade Ravens. Yeah, one of the Jade Ravens. And then we're like, we need to get rid of this, and hopefully nobody ever finds it. And so we buried it.
Did we bury it or put it in a rock?
No,
well, so you put the magic swords.
Yeah,
that's why I'm wondering if we did that for both of them. Because burying it, anyone can dig it up.
Yeah. I think we can assume, no matter what, though, that you guys like got rid of it, or not got rid of it, but like hid it somewhere. Like you didn't plan on using it. The reason I thought of this is because I was initially going to be like, Anna notices that Luna has one of the. I was like, no, she did have one, and you guys took it. Like I remember you guys ending up with it. So that doesn't happen. Do you loot Luna's corpse?
I mean, I didn't have time to, so like.
Right, but I mean, a soul doesn't necessarily say not to. Right.
Didn't she say to drop her though?
No.
Yeah. Well, no, she said like come back and wait, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so like, and Isolde leaves at one point. So I'm just curious.
If I'm just like hanging out there waiting, I don't see why I wouldn't. Just like see if she had any like correspondence with the Crimson Fleet or like what was going on with her.
Yeah, she had a short sword, a hand crossbow, some poison, and the thing that you notice specifically is in her satchel she has a crystal ball.
Is it? This looks like the same one that
it looks
the
eerily similar to the Fathom glass, the one that Benedict had.
Okay, I definitely want to take the poison because I was like, I wish I had poison to try and sneak attack her. So now I would like poison.
Sure, yeah. Let me
you take both?
So let me see if I can find specifically what this poison is on this stat block. If there's actually a 5e thing for it.
Yeah, because I specifically this time I was like, I don't have any poison to like get her.
Yes, it's purple worm poison.
Ooh.
It's very rare. She must have at least 2 doses. Of course, this stat block, NPC stat block, just says I get to do the poison on every attack, right? But in theory, she would have a limited amount of poison.
Yeah.
So how about you roll a d6 for me?
A d6 or a d6 plus 1?
A d6 plus 1, yes. That makes sense.
4?
Right? Yeah, 4. 4 makes sense. 1 for her, like 2 for her short sword, 2 for her hand crossbow.
And how much damage does that do?
12d6.
What?
Mm-hmm. Here's the wording on it. DC 19 Constitution saving throw, or you take 12d6 poison damage on a failed save. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the most powerful, like, default 5e poison.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take that, and I leave the
crystal ball.
Orb. Anything that's orb shaped, I leave.
Just have
I
an
don't
aversion
deal with orbs.
to orbs. Sure.
Spherical, no.
Yeah, I think Isolde comes back at some point then. And maybe we can assume that she had some sort of scroll or magic item of some sort that allows her to, if not get in contact with the Lady of Pain, probably get in contact with some of the other Blood Mothers, right? It's probably who she reached out to. And she probably initially says, Hannah, I have spoken with the other members of our sisterhood, and we are concerned with what you did here today. Luna was not officially a member yet, but she was nearly about to be. And we don't take betrayal of sisters lightly. Now, I understand you had some previous history, but this was absolutely out of line. You must understand this. What do you say? Got to figure out how much of a minus you get for this.
I mean, I really am just kind of like, as you said, she wasn't a sister. I wouldn't betray a sister if she was known to me as a blood sister. I would not have taken the same actions that I did.
Yeah, she frowns and then just says, you have to understand, this was all but a technicality. She was, for all intents and purposes, going to be a blood sister today. The matter of 5 minutes does not mean much in the face of what you've done. I understand that you have an explanation and you've given it to me. I've given it in turn to the other blood mothers. We understand revenge, Anna. We certainly do. But, well, some among our number are not sure that you are ready for the kind of for the things that are asked of a sisterhood such as ours. I know that, or she says, I was informed by, and I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the gal from Calabar, but whatever her name was, it was like something with a T, I think. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But she name drops that lady and says, like, I conferred with her, and she informed me about your history, your previous affiliations with the Order of St. Cuthbert. And I have to wonder, would the Order of St. Cuthbert have recommended such a course of action? It seems to me that you have swung wildly in the other direction from your upbringing, and someone who does that sort of thing, however much we might appreciate the action taken individually, free from context, we understand, of course, that having the skills of an assassin is very valuable, and we would not decry making difficult choices or taking matters into your own hands if you feel the cause is warranted. None of these things are automatically red flags, But what we are trying to make clear to you is that you have unfortunately now shown us to have a volatile character. Let me put it this way, Anna. The Blood Sisters are about the freedom to make your own decisions.
I'm like, I probably like start crying, and I'm like,
and she
just like,
you can see that it affects her, but she tries to push through it.
Yeah.
That freedom is extended to all of our members. We are not allowed to take matters into our own hands when it comes to our own sisters and the choices that they have made. And, you know, if this was modern times, she would probably look at you at this point and say, you're not being a girl's girl.
Yeah, I'm probably just like, at this point, I'm like crying, and I'm just kind of like,
yeah.
I didn't know she was about to be a sister. And these are things that she did to me when I was a sister, and she wasn't even a sister yet. She did all these horrible things, and she wasn't even a sister, and she did all these bad things, and I didn't think I was gonna have a family again after I left the order, and I joined to be a blood sister. And I had all these brothers and sisters in the order as a monk, and I left all that, and then I thought I found other sisters here, and you're telling me now that I'm being kicked out of the family
No, that's not...
Because I killed someone who did horrible things to me. I'm being kicked out of the family.
That's not what you're saying.
I just need a second.
Very well. I'll give you a moment. Yeah, she gets a look like, this is why I never had children, and then just like walks away.
I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do. Maybe I do have a volatile personality. But I don't regret killing Luna.
Yeah. Now remind me, did you failed a persuasion check last time, right?
I failed the persuasion check, but I didn't get to try a deception check.
So that's
what I was trying to do with that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you knew that Luna was basically about to join the order.
Probably.
Like, overheard the conversation.
Also, I didn't leave the Order of St. Cuthbert.
That's also true. Yeah, so let's have you make the roll now. Obviously, that was all part of like this performance that you just did, and she'll maybe come back after she's given you a moment and be like, okay, you know, we understand. Yeah. Let's make that roll. Certainly deceptive.
I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh, I wish I had advantage.
Yeah. 16 isn't super great. I'll go ahead and roll insight.
But it's not super bad.
No, yeah. I don't know if she has a good insight. Let's check. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have it trained or anything, so. Though, you know, if this was like a fully fledged character, she probably would. But of course, it's an NPC sheet, and so it has Arcana and Persuasion only.
Too bad.
Even though she has +3 intelligence, man. Okay. I kind of want to just give her insight.
Well, insight isn't intelligence. Insight is wisdom.
No, what I mean is like, yeah, maybe I'm just thinking of 3.5. Here we go. Nope. Yeah, she rolled pretty average there.
Anna getting away with it.
Uh-huh.
Whether it's jumping in holes or...
Yeah, so what is your intent exactly here? Do you want to get away with this with basically no consequences? Like, I don't think it was ever in the cards that they were going to kick you out of the order. My thought was they were going to give you an affiliation minus, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I shouldn't be punished for the fact that I'm ruthless in my judgments for people who have crossed me. Which seems like something a blood sister would do.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really unfair, that just because Luna is like trying to be a blood sister now, and she did all this stuff before she was a blood sister, that now I'm getting into trouble for giving her comeuppance of actions she did to me in the past.
Yeah.
Hannah's just like, what do you need me? What do you need her for anyway? You got something you need done? I'll go do it for you. Give me the job.
Yeah,
Do it
clearly,
right
clearly, she was not going to be a very good blood sister if me, who you think is volatile and not ready to be a blood sister,
she didn't say you weren't competent.
Can kill her so easily without any poison.
Can we just imagine this the day from Luna's perspective? She wakes up, she goes to the thing, she's like, all right, today's the final day of the day. I'm gonna be a blood sister. Then 5 minutes before she's done with this job interview process or whatever. Someone that she messed up a long time ago. Or a couple months, weeks, whatever. Someone that she messed with, just burst through the door, and before she can even register what's happening, she's beaten to death.
I don't believe she got an action at any point during that.
No, she didn't.
No, she was stunned.
Yeah. She got a turn, but she didn't get to do anything on her turn.
Yeah, so she was dead in 12 seconds.
So that's my argument. Is I just feel like that'd be really rude.
I think that's certainly a possibility, but I do think the way that I think what this woman says when she comes back is, all right, Anna, the Blood Mothers have given me final say in exactly what the consequences of this action are today.
I probably just interrupt her for a second. And I'm like, oh, so I didn't even come here trying to kill her. I just came here to try and find information and do research, and she happened to be here. It was fate that did it.
Are you going to let me finish?
Sorry, Blood Mother.
She says, I have final say in what the consequences of this matter are, and you have obviously shown remorse and incredible competence. Maybe not the best judgment for this one particular moment, but that is certainly forgivable. If it is as you say, and you were not aware that she was going to be a blood sister, then I sincerely cannot fault you, though it is a travesty, of course, the way that this all shook out. Especially because the Blood Mothers have also authorized me to resurrect Luna and induct her as a member, like was planned. Now, if you are indeed right in your vendetta against this woman, then that is something that can be dealt with in the proper channels.
Does it seem like she has the magic to resurrect her right now? Do I have to kill this Blood Mother?
She doesn't make a move to do anything necessarily. You don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, so she says she as she says this, she's gauging your reaction too, right? What do we see on Anna's face when she mentions resurrection?
I think I go from crying to just crying and being very upset to just being stunned a little bit
For the podcast listeners, you just gotta look at Emily's face that she made. That explains it all.
Because I'm kind of just if they got the okay to resurrect her, doesn't it take if I went out and beheaded her real quick,
right.
then it would be a true resurrection that they'd have to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or something
like that. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. But
I can check my character sheet. I have true resurrection.
I'm sure that Josh can just tell us right now because he has that look on his face that he just knows.
From what I remember, as long as you have some of the body, then you're fine to do resurrection. But
true resurrection is level 9 and costs 25k.
Yeah, because I'm
yeah.
You just head back to the prison and throw the head, the decapitated head, into the lava.
Oh, you only have to have normal resurrection for missing body parts.
So you'd have to destroy her body utterly.
Or, get one of those black bile weapons, which I bet Sargon might know something about that.
That's true.
Or have one on him.
Yeah, so after she sees this look on your face, she says, this is certainly something that, if it comes to light and the Blood Sisters, if the evidence is presented properly and the Blood Sisters determine that Luna is not a woman that we want among our ranks, then we can decide it at that point. But as a newer member without much clout, you don't have the weight to automatically dismiss her induction. Though I can certainly tell you that we would not plan on sending you on any missions together. We would make sure that you would be far, far apart, and you would never have to see this woman again. Now, if you do care about the sisterhood, and you understand that competence is what we look for above all, then you'd understand that you have given this woman something that she will remember for the rest of her days. The brutal way in which you've killed her will certainly haunt her steps. And as she works as an agent for the Blood Sisters, she will remember this. And isn't that truly a better end than death anyway?
Luna will remember this.
You've taught Luna the lesson of fear.
The lesson of suffering.
Can I
and she also, I think, says, and we would, of course, be certain to make it clear to Luna that she is not allowed to retaliate against you in any way, shape, or form. And if she did, she would immediately be kicked out of the order.
Can I, make some sort of, wisdom save? Because, I feel like this is a very good argument, and, I should be persuaded by this, because it's true. Luna would be a great Blood Sister. That's just a fact. She would be really good at the job.
Yeah.
And I want the Blood Mothers to like me. Mm-hmm. And I agree on all that. And if she can guarantee that the stuff that they'll have Luna do versus me do is going to keep us apart, I should be okay with that. And this whole will haunt her forever. But also, I'm but a mortal.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate this woman.
Would the betrayal go into your friends and your compatriots as well? If she attacked one of us, or because she already attacked that one guy.
No, I don't think so. I think you could Emily or Anna could very easily get away with just telling you guys go kill Luna for me, right? And they get away with it.
Yeah, it's just
she actually already got to kill her once, so we could
Yeah, it's your turn.
So, I feel I need to roll a wisdom save, because I'm I think there's a small part of me that it's I don't care what argument you make. If you're saying you're going to resurrect Luna, then I'm just going to try and, I want to just try and kill you. Because she didn't, I'm charmed by her, and so, I'm not trying to run away. But does that mean I have to, listen to everything she tells me to do?
Not necessarily, Yeah, I mean, I don't.
That's what I'm because if I feel I should roll some sort of wisdom save of if I do poorly on it, I would just attack a soul at that point to be no, she needs to stay dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're charmed by her, you can't attack her. That is part of the charmed condition.
Okay.
But you don't obey her every command, but you do take it in a positive light. So it might be, oh no, Ysolde's a little silly Billy. She's my friend, but this is a really dumb decision on your part. But you also couldn't attack her.
Okay, so then...
Because you are charmed.
Yeah, I think this is likely that you just accept it for now. Okay. At least as far as the charm lasts. Right? Yeah. That probably makes sense to me. If you were already leaning towards making a roll, that sounds like that context would probably lean it towards just listening to her for now. Though of course, you could, once this wears off, you just be like, no, I'm gonna kill.
So I guess I kind of just am you can guarantee that I don't have to see her again.
Certainly. There are many Blood Sisters on many errands.
And she can't come back against me after all the things she's already done to me.
She will certainly be told as much. If she does decide to to retaliate against you, she will be considered dismissed from the order, from the sisterhood. There's no reason why we would trust such a person if they couldn't listen to such a simple command.
Okay.
She certainly made no indication to me that she was joining the Blood Sisters in order to get revenge on someone herself. She seemed like she was trying to escape something. Needed somewhere to go. Someone to be.
Did she betray the Crimson Fleet?
No, she was clearly running from Anna's wrath.
I mean, she did, remember? Like, she actually, she turned against them with Nestor at the end there because she didn't actually care about the Crimson Fleet. She just wanted to do... I think it was like she wanted to get revenge on Audrin, and yeah, there's a whole big thing there. But yeah, she didn't actually... She betrayed the Crimson Fleet at the end there.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like... Will you at least wait until I'm gone before you resurrect her?
Certainly. We can do that. Now, Anna, did you have something that you needed of me? You said you were seeking out the safe house.
Weird time to ask, but like,
yeah,
I was coming here to see if the Blood Sisters had any information on Shami Amore.
Yeah, she frowns and she says, "I am aware of that name. Yes, I suppose I could help you with that." I actually think she probably just says flat out. She says, "The person who would know more than anyone else here in Broken Reach is Red Shroud herself, the succubus who rules over the city. She is, she's the one who has contact with Shami Amore's remaining cult, as far as I know. I'm not sure Red Shroud worships Shami Amore herself, but she shrugs.
Is there a way I can get an audience with Red Shroud?
Yeah, here, I need to check my notes real quick here about that. Let's see. I know you can. I'm just trying to remember what. Let's see here. Sorry. Yeah, I think Isolde says certainly you can get an audience with Red Shroud. I could even put in a word for you. I don't think Red Shroud entertains visitors quite frequently. I don't think it would be terribly difficult to have an audience with her, though getting what you want out of her would be another matter entirely.
Do you know? Does she like if I bring her a gift or something? Do you know what she likes?
Yes, certainly. She definitely likes gifts. Poisons specifically are her interest. Rare, obscure poisons. But gifts in general will certainly go a long way. And she's a very, avaricious woman, succubus.
Socks. She knits socks.
Is Red Shroud's real name Jenny Todd?
No, it's Red Shroud.
Was that a reference, Jordan?
Yeah, it was a reference to Red Hood, Jason Todd, Batman.
Get out of here.
Look, you can't have a name like Red Shroud and like me.
Yes, you can. You can have that name.
Think of Red Hood.
Well, I did.
Because you don't know Batman.
Yeah, I guess not. But yeah, I honestly think that that's probably the kind of effect of that safe house thing for you here is like she just gives you all of that information, which is not what you had before. And yeah, Red Shroud is definitely the person to go to learn more about Shami Amore.
So now that we've kind of like talked it out, is she gonna let me leave?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm allowed to just like walk away at this point.
I think so. Yeah.
I was like, I can't tell what she's gonna.
It sounded like you were pretty Yeah, you were accepting of what she was saying. So
okay, and so I'm like, I think is there like a market here where I could see if there's something to if I could buy something for Red Shroud or trade for something?
There are certainly many things in the market that could be considered as gifts for Red Shroud. But you won't find any poisons there specifically. Red Shroud is the only one who sells poisons in Broken Reach.
Okay. Got it. Well, thank you for your information.
Of course, it is my duty as a sister. May your words be sweet and your knives sharp.
What's her response to that I was supposed to say? You too.
I don't recall. May the Lady of Pain keep your knives sharp and your words sweet
There we go.
Is the full phrase.
I think I probably say something as I'm leaving to be like, I hope maybe we can after like talking through everything, maybe it could like we could be more friends versus feeling like it was just an obligation to talk to me.
She's trying so hard not to be exasperated with you right now. And she just kind of clasps your hand inside of hers, and she just says, "Come back anytime."
Okay.
And then as you leave, she's just like, ah. And then we see her walk over to a drawer, pull out a scroll, and then step over to Luna's corpse. She reads off magic incantation from the scroll, and then frowns. She says, "Well, that's not..." And then we cut away from the scene there. So you guys are in the market. I think that what we see is Git comes back from having killed the paralysis demon that most of you couldn't even see existed. But you guys have definitely felt that like the aura has lifted, right? You aren't all having weird visions about your worst nightmares anymore. Then Git makes his way back over, and I think we probably see hiding behind.
And Deli are just like swinging at the air until it dissipates, and then it's just like, okay, I guess it's gone. I guess we killed it, right? Good job, team.
But
that's
I do think
true.
we
don't know it disappeared.
Exactly. I do think we see from hiding behind a table or something over off to like the left of this map here, a little flaming jack-o'-lantern, yam-a-lantern head float up and then fall in line behind you, Git, and it says, "Is it gone?"
Git nods and like hold up one feather of his claw.
Yeah. You waddle back over to everybody. And then, of course, a couple of Nelfeshni demons start making their way over with their giant, obscenely fat bodies, and they say, "Hey, you causing trouble in the market?" To like all of you.
Who is the one that got Deli would probably look to Audrin and say, like, "You take care of this," and walk over to the guy who was in the flesh thing.
Oh yeah, Ronan. Yeah,
check on him. Which one was it?
Yeah, here.
Where is he on the map?
Let me grab him.
Okay,
he's coming out of the weird flesh there. So he's like I believe a Japanese elf.
Yeah. Git will subtle spell enhance ability on himself as he flies over. Still with his little flaming stuff around his feet.
Sure, yeah.
Audrey just goes, "I'm pretty sure we just solved trouble."
Yeah, you just want to make a persuasion check? That's honestly a pretty simple response, and I think it probably will convince them if you roll well enough, right?
Yeah, it's like,
oh yeah, I suppose so, right? Like,
it's like, are you serious? Like, you saw us beat that up, right?
Yeah.
You saw us take that down. Do you want to go?
But they also see like Ronan like crawling from the pile of flesh and stuff, and Deli's going over to check
over there pulling him out of there.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion. yeah, I think a 19 is good enough. I think you say that, and they kind of look at each other like as if they didn't really realize, or they didn't think that through really, and they just kind of say, they huff and, well, yeah, don't do it again. Or,
right,
dude, do it again. No, just mind your business. Move along. Right, trying to get the market to go back to normal is kind of what they're doing now. But yeah, Delia, you pull Ronan out.
I think she's gonna pull him out. She's gonna also cast detect magic, just because like I realize she's probably not actually gonna see anything, but just the flavor scene, she's gonna be like, "What?" Well, right, I have my voice changer. I can go back to. She's gonna say, "What were you messing with?" And just kind of start looking around the corpse to see if she can find.
Well, it seems that my idea, and he kind of wipes some viscera off of him, didn't quite work out.
You don't say.
That goes about a decade of work.
Does Deli notice the figurines of whatever they were at all anywhere in the thing, or does it look
you don't see them? No.
So it looks like whatever happened, they kind of
he might have destroyed them. Yeah.
Okay. She's just gonna as she's looking, doesn't see anything, and he says like there goes a decade of work. She's just gonna go,
"You are an idiot."
Well, yes. The difference between idiocy and genius is slighter than you might expect.
Can I do an Arcana check and just get a general idea of what the heck happened?
Oh,
I think. Yeah,
knows and could explain what happened.
I think over the course of this conversation, that will come out. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll become pretty obvious pretty quickly here. We can even assume that Ronan fills you in, right?
Okay. I think Audrin just goes, yeah, tinkering with magical items caused some unexpected results.
See, he knows. What did you do?
Well, I turned something that was complete pure evil and had the potential to annihilate the planet into something that could heal people and bring people back to life and undo the disease that it caused.
Wow, that worked out much better for you than it did for me. I think I did the reverse. Yes. Well,
we should trade notes.
I don't. Yeah, sure. Yes.
Because I think we want more of what I did and less of what you did.
Yes,
so
I think so. Actually, yes.
If I can learn what you did, so I don't do what you did, and if you can learn what I did, so you do what I did, I think we'll be on the right track.
I'm not above being humble and admitting that I made a terrible, terrible error.
Takes terrible, terrible errors to stumble across what you know to definitely never do again.
I think as they're kind of rambling, Jelly would just go like, Audrin.
Your voice changed for a second there, Jelly.
Audrin. There it is. Audrin, could we use this to reverse shadow pearls?
It sounded like that's what you already did, right?
Not exactly.
Because it isn't exactly what happened with Deli.
Well, this isn't, no. But I mean, what Audrin did kind of was that.
Well, here's the thing. Because Deli will kind of explain. I'll kind of explain this out of character. Because my thought is, when the shadow pearls go off, when they cracked and get broken, everything within a certain mile radius gets turned into things that look exactly like very similar to this. And she's thinking, could we make essentially a reverse shadow pearl to do like what he did, but like in reverse of like making kind of like a similar light pearl, but to in a range essentially do the negation of what the shadow pearl does.
So as it stands right now, that's actually what Audrin made. That is explicitly what he made, and if he had set it off next to where a shadow pearl had gone off, it would have had that effect.
Oh, I thought it had just affected like the one.
No, so there was a mile radius of effect that happened when you set it off, but there was nothing within a mile that really was affected by it, based on because it was like bad transformations and things like lycanthropy and savage beasts.
Okay, sorry, I forgot about that. Also, but I don't think Deli would have necessarily known that.
No, I don't think you would have. And also, this is actually a fair point, though. Like, Ronan is definitely a good person for Audrin to get in touch with in terms of how do I replicate it, right? Because like what Audrin did, not really a thing you could replicate because he kind of tore out his own soul to do it, or like a major portion of it. So you have to mass produce this to have any lasting effect, right? And yeah, that would be something Ronan can help with. And of course, Git is standing there, also very interested in this conversation, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I explained to both Git and Ronan what...
Git's actually like very distracted and like he's like counting on his fingers, and then like at the end of this conversation, just completely out of blue, says, "Genius and idiocy only have one letter in common."
Ronan,
and that's what we call genius.
Smart bird. Who is this? Oh no, they've met before. They met on the Sea Wyvern at some point. Yeah. I think at that point, Damien says from the side here, "Are we gonna do anything with this guy?" And kind of like nudges Sargon, who's now on his knees, like hands behind his head, like obviously captured. And Takewe's like next to him. They're both kind of like standing over him.
Oh, we'll get some use out of him.
Sargon grunts.
Is he still conscious?
Yeah, I think you
we stabilized him, but we didn't like bring him up, did we?
Did you actually? Oh, you did bring him to 0 hit points. Yeah. Well, he's just unconscious then. Yeah.
Okay.
Damon's just standing over him. He probably nudges him with his foot then.
We'll get answers out of him.
Yeah, especially if I have anything to say about it.
We should probably not do it
Kelly
here.
too.
Audrey goes, "We'll get answers out of him. Or not. For him, I don't really care either way."
Mm-hmm.
No, we will get answers.
Yeah.
I can't remember whether I got someone else to sign my book last time. Because I know I took Takei out of it because Takei was very violent to the yams. But I can't remember whether I actually put someone else into it.
I don't think so. I think you left Anna in it. But
that probably makes sense. Yeah.
You might have put one of the either one of like Ronan's crew or one of the
Jade Ravens.
Jade Ravens.
I don't remember Git doing so. So yeah, I think we can assume there's an open slot that you might be able to do something with.
What's your book do again?
I can have up to 6 names in it, and then I can sending at will to people who've got names in my book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Damien says like if we're going to interrogate him, we should not do it here. And like, let's head somewhere, right? Back to the Sea Wyvern, he says.
We could do that.
Hey, let's go check on Anna. Let's go do this at the Blood Sister place.
Well, weren't we here for
I don't
shopping?
think Anna told. Yeah, you were here for shopping. You were going to ask around about Vren, try to find more information about where Vren might have gone for the Marut. But you could always come back, right? You could go back to the Sea Wyvern, interrogate Sargon, and then come back to market. Yeah,
I think next is interrogating Sargon.
I think Ronan probably looks back over at the flesh and I think probably looks at his spell book to see if he has anything that can like clean it up. He probably does a little bit of prestidigitation on some of it, but he's just like, this is going to take quite a while. Looks around like, any demons around? Should we just make a run for it?
I also have prestidigitation, so I could help.
I've literally never used it. Can you really remove the corpse? I don't think you could use prestidigitation to remove a corpse.
That's like loose flesh, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's kind of splattered flesh at this point, right?
Fair enough.
Okay, this is what he does. He stone shapes, shoves it underneath the courtyard, and then like earth bends it underneath.
I don't know if you can use stone shape for that.
I don't know.
But if we want to just hand wave it, that's fine.
Let's see. I mean, he has the wish spell if he really wanted to.
What?
I wish this body were gone.
I was like, you're gonna use a wish spell to clean up some flesh? That's ridiculous.
No, he wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, if he didn't have any other spell, then he could always.
Stone shape could work. Looking at it again.
Yeah,
but that's no more than 5 feet in any dimension.
Yeah, let's say that he just used a combination of whatever spells he happens. So this is what we see. We see him stone shape some of it underneath the courtyard. We see him prestidigitation some of the edges with Taekwee, and then his flying monkey makes his way back. I think we'll say it was next to like on the statue or something. But it flies back over to him, lands on his shoulder, and then with its opposable thumbs, it grabs out the decanter of endless water and then does a geyser and like hoses it all down. And yeah, generally
Kit also has a
cleans it up.
decanter of endless water, so he'll
Perfect.
help.
Yeah, he just like firemen just like hosing down cleaning it all up. All right, yeah, and then you guys head back to the Sea Wyvern. Though I suppose you could head back to the Sea Wyvern, like lock Sargon up, and then go back and do your shopping or whatever. Doesn't really particularly matter what order we do all of this in. Totally up to you guys.
Did we know what we wanted to do shopping wise? I forget.
I know that Audrey was looking for an iron flask, and had a lead on it, but didn't really know where to go from there.
I think we needed some more diamonds.
Yeah, you need to like do a divination or something like that.
I only have enough for one greater restoration. So if we want more if we want to do more greater restorations, we need more diamonds.
Yep. I know that Git was here in Broken Reach looking for a phoenix mask. So that's obviously a thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously when Anna shows up, she'll want to maybe buy some gifts for Red Shroud. And there's some information to be gathered and whatever else shopping you guys want to do.
Do we get the chance for a short rest at all?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, what's first on the agenda out of the other things you have to do?
Well, I feel like the first thing is we take care of Sargon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we probably head back to the ship, interrogate him, get whatever info that we can from him.
Or would we want to shop because we know Anna's going to be waiting for us?
That probably would have been the plan, is to wait for Anna in the market after she finishes her business.
Sargon's probably going to be...
He is unconscious, right?
That makes me sound like I'm a dog that's going outside to pee.
Didn't mean like that.
Every Anna has her day.
I figured one of the NPCs, right, could just like take Sargon back. We even say like Damien and Ronan or whatever, like go back.
See,
you could have Ronan with you, or you just want to deal with Sargon immediately.
No, it's more that I'm afraid that he's going to get away.
Well, so let's put it this way: you're putting him on the ship with an angel, 4 monks of Saint Cuthbert, and a literal like vindictive Marut, find anyone, give them justice kind of guy.
And when he comes back, I think he comes back with 1 HP.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
We'll put him on the
I think
ship.
he's pretty safe.
Okay.
I had no intention of trying to break Sargon out.
Okay.
So yeah. And obviously Anna can show up at any point as well.
So
Does
we need to
anyone have
steal
free
some
slots
diamonds.
for
I mean, we need to
restoration?
go get some more diamonds.
What were you saying, Josh?
Does anyone have free slots for greater restoration?
Have what slots?
Free slots.
Free spell slots? Because
I have greater restoration. I could cast it twice, but I only have 1 set of diamonds.
Yeah,
Why?
Git has plenty of diamond dust. When I was looking at his inventory from last time, he has like 3,000 gold pieces worth of dust. So he has plenty. Just...
Wait, actually, wait. How much?
just...
Wait a second. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Let me double check. A greater restoration. Oh, okay. Never mind. I have 900 GP worth of diamonds. I thought it was 300 GP for greater restoration. It's only 100.
Nice.
So I could cast it 9 times. What costs 300 GP of diamonds? Isn't there something?
One of the resurrections does, I think. They had like raised dead or something.
Is it regenerate? I don't know.
Or what's revivify?
Revivify is $300. $300. 300 gold.
Man, D&D's getting
of
expensive.
diamonds.
That's why I have the diamonds that way. So I don't have any diamond dust. I have diamonds for Revivify. That's what I'm thinking of. So I don't have any diamond dust.
Yeah, Git will give you like 100 gold pieces worth of dust.
Okay.
So that you can cast it on him.
Oh, you need
feeling
Greater
worse.
Restoration cast on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tells you that his personality feels very drained.
Okay. Yeah, he'll cast.
Oh, yeah, I would like it too.
I can only cast it twice. What are you missing again?
Charisma. I have a -3 to charisma right now.
Do we know if Greater Restoration will help with that?
I don't know. Well, you can test it on me or Git first and see.
Well, I'll test it on Git. Does it work on Git, Caleb?
Greater
It
Restoration.
fixes any reduction to one of the target's ability skills. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it on. I can do it on Take with you. Technically, I could do it at higher level as well, but that requires 6 level spell slots and higher.
Can you cast it higher?
Till it heals all of my HP. Oh, what a banger.
Can you cast it higher? Till it heals all my disease.
I do not recognize this at all, but that's usual.
It's Creed.
Seriously, you don't know this song? Come on, Seth.
Creed.
Guys, come on, stop ragging on Seth. We know it's Seth. He doesn't know music.
I only know music if I've danced to it.
But it's Creed. Come on.
That's more reason why I wouldn't know it.
Okay, but also, can you name another Creed song, Alyssa?
No, but I know this song.
Yeah, you can't go, come on, it's Creed. And
I could probably name all
you
of
just
them.
know that song.
But this is, it's a classic. Come on.
You can, okay.
Like there's the Apostles' Creed and the Knights.
I'm just trying to defend Seth for once. I've turned a new leaf.
Wow. Suddenly you're letting Luna become resurrected and now you're defending Seth.
Wow.
Like, who are you?
What has happened to you?
I don't even know you anymore.
Look, I'm back in California. I'm a new woman.
Flip it, Caleb.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is definitely
everybody knows at least 2 Creed songs.
Oh, see, I thought it was Emily's wonderful speech
yeah, that's pretty
while
good.
she was crying.
That could work too.
Nah, Creed is gonna get us more clips. Or clicks, rather.
That's true. Everybody knows 2 Creed songs.
Or there's only one letter shared between genius and idiot.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
You just got multiple clips this session.
I just wrote down 110's timestamp, so that's how we're getting.
Git wants to go back to that very same guy he was initially talking to.
Yeah.
And just use the clout from killing this giant monster to
get a deal
to
on
try
whatever
and
it is.
persuade him into giving him stuff.
Yeah. I think we can mostly abstract any like shopping that is not something specific, like you're trying to track down the Iron Flask and the Phoenix Mask. I do have an idea of where the Phoenix Mask is. I don't think you found it yet here in the market. You're still trying to track it down. But yes, you're very welcome to buy anything with your monies that according to the magic item prices that we have in our Excel sheet. I think I sent it to you at one point, Josh.
I would just like.
You haven't told me how much money I've got though. So.
Good point.
I
don't know.
If we have party gold, I would just like some diamond dust. I do not have any gold on me, so
we have party gold. We have
that's what I'm saying. Like, if whatever party gold's left over after Audrey gets what he needs, we can get some diamond dust.
We have 13,000 gold, party gold.
Dang. Well, let's wait for Audrey to get his thing because it might be a bit much. If he pays for it at all.
Yeah, I don't know at this point.
We will see.
What did we obviously when Anna comes back, she gives you information about this Red Shroud character, right? And that you can go there to learn more about Shami and Moray.
I absolutely am not talking about that first. I'm telling them all about Luna.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, so let's put it this way. What are you guys doing before Anna gets back, if anything important? It's really just up to you guys what you want to get up to at this point. So
Ellie just needs diamond dust. She doesn't really need anything else.
I mean, I need to
You
get
mentioned last time about there being a markup of some kind, and what was that markup?
Oh yes, there was. It was 200% for some things and 125% for other things. Yes, I forgot about this. Let's check. The markup is double the cost for armor, weapons, and single-use magic items like potions and scrolls, as well as charged magic items like staffs and wands.
Good.
Other magic items sell for 125% their usual cost. No poisons allowed. Only Red Shroud has those.
I guess we could always get the diamond dust from that one boat. If there's gonna
And
be
can
enough
you just
charge.
send me a message with how much Git would actually?
Yep, I am figuring it out currently.
Function.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of guessing a bit here.
My Sacrifice. I know that song by Creed.
My Sacrifice.
Oh my gosh. This whole time Alyssa's been listening to different Creed songs to see if she could prove me wrong. That's
Okay.
No, I didn't listen to them. I just looked it up on Google.
Okay, sure.
I
There's
did.
at least one more
Okay.
song you know, though.
Oh, with arms wide
With
open.
arms
Yes.
wide open.
Yeah.
That's the one. I feel like that one everybody knows more than Higher.
That song does sound familiar. I don't know if I've heard the full thing, but I think I've heard part of it.
Under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll sing about anything.
I am really not sure, Josh, how much gold Git would have. You'd have some, or you would have gotten some treasure. Do you have any thoughts? 5e is a lot less specific about wealth by level stuff.
Yeah. Hang on.
Especially if it's like you were just adventuring and it's not like you're making a character at 18th level.
Yeah.
Feel free to do a little digging and make a guess.
I will.
Be as good as mine. Yeah, anything else you guys are buying? Or trying to gather information about?
I want to try to get information about magic items and how people, like artificers, imbue specific damage types into the items so that I can maybe learn something and try to do something with my pistols to make them not Hellfire.
Well, didn't we talk about Ronan being able to help you with that?
Did we?
Yeah. Well, because I think I said last time, demons aren't really going to be very much help making radiant
yeah, well, that's why
pistols,
that's
right?
why I was like,
yeah, so I think we can certainly just have your conversation with Ronan have continued and eventually get to radiant pistols and stuff. And honestly, I'm happy to just kind of let you, when you have the time, whether or not it's now or later in the session or whatever, make a couple of rolls to try to figure out some things along those lines. There's mostly be magical shenanigan things, not necessarily anything specific for the books.
yeah. Well, I mean, if we're
Go for it.
waiting,
Make the rolls.
what do I roll?
No one else has said anything that they want to do, so...
What am I rolling?
Arcana.
Arcana!
Nice.
Yeah, 32 is getting you somewhere. Yeah, so your thought was basically that you wanted to just switch the damage type. That was really the only thing.
I mean, yeah, basically. I just want it to be Radiant rather than Hellfire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I could figure out how to do anything else on top of that, that would be cool. Increase the damage.
Mm-hmm. My first inclination is that you have to track down some sort of magical substance or regent or otherwise like antecedent of some sort. Trying to think of what would be. Oh, okay. I think Ronan maybe says, I might be able to do it with a bit of that lion's hair from that angel friend of yours. When we went back to the boat with to put Sargon in the hold, I noticed that there was a celestial lion lying on the deck, and I bet that if you and me putting our minds together, one little of celestial lion hair, and we're in business. Now, of course, this might do something irrevocably dangerous to the lion himself, but I'm sure that the chances of such a thing are infinitesimally low.
I have experience in separating my soul. The lion should be fine.
5% at most.
Yeah. It's just a hair, right?
Just a hair. Now, would you pick that hair for me?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I think I've had enough.
I say as I stare at my 19 sleight of hand.
I think I've had enough of animals for a while.
You make a good point.
Stares off in the middle distance, haunted.
It does not, however, make a good animal.
Or multiple. Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. See if you can get one of these lion hairs.
I will do it with mage hand.
Here, I'll just roll in response. That's the way to do this. I just have Creed stuck in my head.
She was a coat of many colors. She's a Mona Lisa.
What if I... So many songs.
Dude, I would be in a Creed cover band for sure.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, Alter Bridge is basic.
Yeah, yeah, Alter Bridge is... yeah, Alter Bridge is great.
Well, I mean, Alter Bridge is Creed with a different singer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, it's the same musicians.
Yep. 23 is certainly not good enough. You rolled the exact same number, but you have a much higher bonus. So yeah, I think we see the little like cat flick of the ear and like one eye, look up briefly, but then we just see a mage hand from behind it, like slowly floating back towards you with his hair.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, so Ronan is certainly going to help you here. How about we have you roll another Arcana check with advantage?
Okay.
Ooh, 25's not as good.
25? I thought I had advantage.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I'm like, wait, what? Hold on.
You know me. I say things and I immediately forget them.
And could you do the thing to the skill to give you plus whatever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
+5.
I'm sure there's multiple bonuses that can be stacked here.
Well, I get a +5 from my Flash of Genius, which seems extremely relevant right now.
No.
Or seems like fitting.
Hopefully it's not Flash of Idiocy.
No, that's what the other guy had. That's what Ronan had.
Yeah. That's true. He has the same ability as you, except at -5 to whatever it is.
Flash of Stupidity.
Flash of Stupidity. Yeah.
So that would be 34. And then I don't know if anybody could like guidance me or if that would even be.
I'll say, yeah, I mean, it just depends on if you asked anybody, right?
I probably would. I don't know why I wouldn't.
Sure.
Deli, I'm doing an operation of the most magical intents on these pistols.
I mean, is it going to take more than 6 seconds, though, is the thing?
Yeah, probably. I would say that Takewee might be able to give him a Bardic, but that's probably the only other thing that would help here. Unless Git has something.
Bardic on this.
Caleb, are you letting me renege this and be like, sure, I gave him one? Or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then sure, take one. It's a D6.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think a 36 is enough that you have reduced the chance of something bad happening to this lion to 1%. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a D100 here. On
I
a
would just
1,
like to point out that you just said that. Yeah, I think a 36 is good enough.
yeah. Well, it's good enough. It was a matter of how much of a chance of something bad happening to the lion. That was what I was deciding here. I basically was like, if he hits a 35, then it goes down to like the lowest chance possible. But there is a chance. On a 1, if I happen to roll a 1 on a D100, something very bad will happen to Takewee's lion companion.
I'm gonna be so mad at you if it's a 1.
I know. Nope. 72.
It's actually 72 ones.
Oh no, it has 72. It happens 72 times.
Oh no!
Okay. Yep. So I think you do it right. Like you put Ronan's head and your head together. You got some celestial lion hair. You were already kind of working on this for a while. Yeah. Go ahead. You have radiant
use
pistols
our
now.
minds and take a hair from a lion. We can do anything
that we want to do. It's Terra Invicta the musical today.
Remember when I used to keep track of all the...
Yeah, Josh.
I did an individual treasure table roll and rolled relatively low, but I have 7,000 gold to spend.
Nice, perfect. Yep, that sounds reasonable to me. Cool.
So I should probably rename these from Hellfire Pistol to something else.
Skyfire?
How about we call them Dawnfire pistols?
Ooh, okay, that's better.
For good old Dawnfire, the Macaweedle that Darius Dawnfire wielded in his end. Sweet.
Yeah, if only I can get smart enough to figure out how to edit this.
Are you on the Google Doc right now?
Do I have to edit on the Google Doc?
Do you have it in your character sheet?
I have the... Oh, never mind. There. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm like, dang it, why can't I figure out how to like edit the name? Because it's in my items list. I'm like looking at the Hellfire pistol. I'm like, why can't like the little bubble opens it up and I see equipped and uses resource and has it. I see that, and then I click the lock and it doesn't let me change the name. I literally just had to click on the stupid Dawnfire, you say?
Yep. And I think pretty much the only thing that changes is just the name Hellfire to Dawnfire and the type of damage from 2d6 what was it? Fire damage to 2d6 radiant damage. I think the I'm trying to figure out what to rename Hellish Shot. We're not going to call it Dawnish Shot.
Let's do Dawn Shot.
Dawn Shot, yeah. Waxilium Dawn Shot.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Got it.
Caleb, currently the damage is 2d6 plus strength.
Oh, that should not be right. That is not right. I think you just defaulted to the plus your ability damage. It should just be 2d6.
But my ability damage isn't even strength.
I think that's the one it defaults to when you enter a new weapon.
Okay.
So yeah, it should just be 2d6, not 2d6 plus strength. But yes, I think the Dawn Shot ability pretty much stays exactly the same. It still ignites them, and it does regular fire damage, because, it wouldn't do radiant damage to them if it's igniting them on fire. But the actual shots themselves, the initial shots, are radiant. But yeah, everything else should basically remain the same. What about the rest of y'all? What do you want to get up to?
I want to know where the other two are.
Oh, yeah. You probably asked them that at some point. Let's say, Takewee, that you guys are still back on the ship, because it sounded like you guys went back to the ship. We're locking up Sargon, and then at least Audrin and Ronan are dinking around with this pistol stuff. So you probably, at one point, go over to Damien. You guys are probably getting a short rest in right at the Sea Wyvern. And you walk over to Damien, and I think we see him sitting on a crate on the deck of the Sea Wyvern, facing the ocean. And do you want to make a... Yeah, actually, you have a really high perception, passive perception. Takeaway, as you're walking towards him, you notice him talking. He says, he's saying, I'm trying to think of exactly how to word this. Yes, I suppose that works. It's as good a plan as any, though we'll have to find out exactly what source we can implement. Takeaway. And you can see at that point that he has had his sword out like across his lap. But when you walk up to him, he sets it down and like turns to look at you.
Right, I'm not the only one talking to my weapon here, huh?
Hopefully it's not one of those ones.
Who am I'm talking to Damien, right?
Yep.
I think I just like look at Damien and I'm like, so where are the others?
Oh, yes. They are tracking down. Last I knew, they were still in one of the other cities in Gaping Maw, trying to track down some information about the various arcane weirdness that those two get up to. I believe it had something to do with shape-shifting or flesh shaping, something like that.
Right. Okay.
They'll meet up with us when they can. They were they were looking into where the other lieutenants headed off to, and as far as we can tell, both Alisan and Xiaofa are in Lemoriax, Demogorgon's capital. Can't really get to them at that point, unless we were to invade the thing. Unless we were to invade the capital itself. So,
well, we'll see about that. I think she asked because we haven't asked them about Shami Amore yet, have we?
No.
I think she just says, well, we learned some interesting things at the prison. I'm curious if, based on your lady patronage, maybe you would have some knowledge about this. What do you know about Shami and Moray?
That name sounds familiar. I believe that it must have come up at some point when we were in Sigil. Maybe the Lady of Pain mentioned it. Just in passing, though. Or maybe Ronan found out something. I don't know. Who is this Shami Amore figure?
Well, she was supposedly the former Lady of Pleasure.
Oh. Like, in the same way that the Lady of Pain is the Lady of Pain?
Right. Supposedly a lover of Demigorgon himself might be a person who might know a weakness of his. So we're trying to track her down or track down more information about her. She might be dead. Don't know yet.
Certainly. Oh. That makes a lot of sense.
What makes sense?
And here I was thinking that the Lady of Pain was just being cryptic. He digs into his pack and he pulls out looks like a dagger or almost a fang. It actually looks more natural than like a metal weapon or anything, but it's like in a sheath. And he pulls it out and he says, a long time ago, Ronan and I were drawn into this whole thing because of the Lady of Pain. Well, she sent us on a mission. She sent us to volcano next to an Igbaye village on the Isle of Dread to put this in a certain niche. And I think, as far as I can tell, it was supposed to be found by you. Well, you never found it. Or if you did, you never decided to take it. So the Lady of Pain sent us back and had us grab it again. She was actually rather annoyed. She went to all the trouble to be subtle about everything and then decided just to take matters into her own hands. I think that's why she's gathered us up. The Agents of Pain. She has her own machinations in all of this, and it must have something to do with this Lady of Pleasure. I don't know what. I can't pretend to know exactly what her plans are, and I promise I don't know anything more than you do about all of this. I'm just following orders. But this probably has something to do with it. And he like pulls it out, and it looks like a giant tooth, maybe?
To add to my tooth necklace?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't teeth has been about something. Can I make some kind of like is it like a black tooth, or does it look very natural? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to find the information about it real quick. The description real quick. This is something from Adventure 5. So when you guys went to that volcano to find, and there was like the fake element, like the elemental pretending to be the god of fire and yams. There was, you got to pick from the treasure vault and whatnot, and I described this nondescript fang that sat there, and none of you paid it any attention or did anything with it whatsoever. If you had decided to try to grab it, you would have been told by the elemental, oh, I don't know what that is. That doesn't count as a gift. You can take it. Just take it. You know, I don't care if you take that. But yeah, you just completely ignored it. So, the Lady of Pain sent them back to go grab this.
Okay.
You know what? I mixed up something. So they describe, I mixed up something. The tooth was already there. The Ronan and Damien were sent to take the idol that you found in an even previous adventure and that one temple, which you then brought and gave. Remember that yam idol?
Yeah.
That was what they took. They grabbed that.
Yeah, I remember the yam idol.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting stuff mixed up. But basically, it was so that you would find this tooth in that place. But yeah, as Damien's describing, apparently Lady of Pain is just like, okay, this is too subtle. It's not working. I'm trying to like manipulate events, and it's not actually happening. So he just sent them to go grab it. Anyway, all that to be said, the tooth looks like a simple like white fang, like white tooth. It looks like it might be from the mouth of, well, here, let me just real quick screenshot this and from the magazine send your way. But yeah, it's a tooth, right? It's pretty simple. The
okay.
Yeah, it looks like a simple tooth, and honestly, you don't know much else about it. Yeah, nothing about it really kind of gives away what it could be or does.
So I think she just asked, why does the Lady of Pain want us to have this?
I don't know. She doesn't tell me anything.
She thinks we're the tooth fairy.
I mean, 100 can fly.
I like telepathically like talking to Dutch Crusher, and I'm like, what's the deal with this tooth?
He says that is a artifact of great evil.
So we should destroy it, is what you're saying.
I think so. I want to, but well, it seems like Damien here seems to think it's important.
Oh, I don't exactly trust Damien a ton, so.
Very well then. I didn't know how well you knew this man.
You know, he kind of stabbed Audrin and took away, you know, part of his soul, so.
And then Dust Crusher seems to pause and then says, there's something about that sword, too. Not evil exactly.
Well, I think like as she's like briefly having like this conversation in her head, she just
Damien's
says,
kind of staring off into the middle distance.
she's just like, so am I just supposed to take this tooth now?
You do what you think is best, Takui.
I mean, I
And
think
then,
you know what I would do.
Yeah, he doesn't respond further, but just gives you like an affirmation, like you whatever you want to do is fine. But Damien, I think, is already kind of he's been like looking at it, and then he just starts to put it back into his satchel. And he says, "Well, I suppose all this will make sense eventually."
So, Damien, I've been curious about something.
Mm-hmm.
Hope it's not too personal for you. I know that your sword is special.
Certainly, I made it myself, and as far as I can tell, it's a perfect vessel for magic.
It's almost created its own personality, has it?
He blinks. He says, "It's almost as if when I drew the weapon out of Audren, it powered it more. It's certainly more powerful than it was. Not merely a vessel, but a cup nearly filled. But yet not at the same time. It feels like there's much more potential, much more that it could become." How is your weapon treating you?
Dust Crusher treats me well.
Well, I'm sure we'll need it before all of this is over. Come, and he stands up. Let's figure out what else we can learn in this market. And that's probably about the point where I think Anna comes back to the ship. Because she probably headed to the market to find you guys and didn't see you, and then headed back.
So, just very quick, Caleb.
Yeah.
I did check. I think that with pistols, it's supposed to be your. You should also be adding your Normally, it's a dex mod.
To damage, though?
To both.
I don't
think that's the case. I
mean, ranged weapons don't add ability modifiers to damage typically, right?
They do.
Yeah.
They do? I'm thinking 3.5 again. Sorry.
You're doing a lot of like hosting 3.5s.
Yeah, to be fair though, I did. This is based off of a special weapon I made just for the captains, and I'm pretty sure I just gave it a flat damage without any ability modifiers, because it was kind of like you're shooting a magical. It's like you're doing like a wand or something, right? Like it's not actually shooting it properly. Though I'm happy to. I think for now we can say that's let's say that because you did this upgrade with Ronin, we can just treat it as a normal weapon in that respect.
Okay.
I already technically nerfed it from what it was originally, so I'll give you that much.
Okay. I mean, it's nice because magic weapons and yeah, that's what it is. Magic weapons, I can use my intelligence modifier instead of dex.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have a whole special thing there. Yeah.
So, like, it becomes a viable...
Sure, yeah. I don't want to break what your ability needs to do. Yeah. Very cool. But yeah, Anna, what do you say to everybody as you show up?
I probably come back and I get to the boat and I just, like, go to Nestor.
Yeah. And are you like crying? Or just upset?
I think I'm kind of just like a little shell shocked with everything that happened.
Anna, how did it go? Anna?
I killed Luna. But they're gonna resurrect her. And she's gonna be a blood sister, but they're gonna make sure she stays away from me.
Well, that was an eventful afternoon for all of us.
Oh, did you guys have? I thought you guys just went shopping.
Yeah, well, it turned into a fight against a giant flesh monster and a sleep paralysis demon, but I'll tell you about it some other time. Luna, are you going to let that lie?
I heard her voice and I
No, I understand. I
went crazy.
I get it. You took the opportunity that you had in front of you. I don't begrudge you that. We all made an agreement that we would stop her if we could.
I don't know, the blood mother who was there, she talked to other blood mothers, and I guess Luna was about to be inducted as a blood sister, and so they
Well, then you stopped it then. You did a good thing.
Well, they understood that I had a history with her, so they weren't going to punish me for killing someone that was basically a blood sister, but they agreed that they wanted to resurrect her, but they promised that I wouldn't have to deal with her.
And you don't
And
want
I
to
think that just has to be okay for now.
And you don't want to jeopardize your position with the Blood Sisters?
I'm trying to be like, I'm still charmed by her for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I think Nestor probably just turns and he says, very well. And he goes to his stuff and like he's leaned up his quiver and bow against the side of the like cabin here. And he just grabs it and starts slinging it on. He says, then I'll have to go after her. We'll have to end this. But yes, we won't jeopardize your position in Blood Sisters. You're doing work there, I know. But I'll end it the way I should have.
okay. Sorry, this is just like a lot. I know this is a lot that I'm bringing to you.
Yeah.
You would no longer be charmed by her. If the activity is completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the activity is completed.
Oh, okay.
So everything was sorted out.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I would probably just be like, I think she charmed me, so I just kind of agreed to everything because I couldn't not. And
no, it's perfectly okay, Anna. You did what you could, and now it's time for me to finish this.
Okay, I mean, I would want to help you, but I don't think I can.
I don't think you should.
But I'll at least do this, and I hand him 2 vials of the poison.
Yeah.
For his arrows.
Yeah, he nods. Yes.
I took that from her, so I think it'd be fun to use it against her.
He has a grim smile. And then I think he turns and I think we'll say that Audrey, you and Ronan, you're just shooting your Dawnfire pistol for the first time, and you're like, yes, right, like it works. And Ronan's like, aha, well, and he like looks over at the Celestial Lion like lounging on the deck. He's like, and I don't see any boils or pestilence, so I think we are fine. And but then Nestor turns towards Audrin at that point and then just says, I'm going to go explain this to Audrin, and then I'm going to leave.
Oh, you're going like right now? Okay.
He turns back and he says, I mean, I suppose I could wait a little bit longer, but I don't want her to get too far. I don't trust that she is joining the Blood Sisters for the right reasons. I think she is merely trying to do it to get closer to you and kill you. So I'm going to stop her first.
She had the other orb.
Did you guys inform Nestor about who knew about the whole scrying thing that happened the other session?
Did we know about? Oh, okay.
Was it just Takui and Audrin?
I mean, like, could I have figured out that she has an orb that's exactly the same as the one that we found?
That makes
like,
sense to you. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm thinking for Nestor. Like, what does she know about this whole thing?
I would probably just be like, she has a scrying orb that's the same that Benedict has.
So she might have been scrying on us this whole time. I need to finish this. And I would ask you to come with me. Yeah, I would ask Audrin to come with me. I would say we all should go, but it sounds like right now what is best needed is stealth and quickness.
So I should do it.
But you can't do it.
I know.
But Audrin, though.
So he does walk over. He's going to say something to you before he leaves, Anna, but he does step over to Audrin and then says, Audrin, there's been a development.
I don't like the sound of that, but I need to know.
Anna found Luna. She was trying to join the Blood Sisters. Anna killed her, but the Blood Sisters are resurrecting her. And Anna is not going to jeopardize her position in the organization to retaliate again. I think I need to go take out Luna once and for all. It's the least I can do after how much pain she's caused all of us.
This has been a weird afternoon. Okay, before you go.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm around or not, but I'd be like,
you have a really good passive perception, so you can feel.
I don't think you should go alone, like especially but this is just my player self being like. Sure. There's also this other sorceress where like she's also around, and if you attack her, you're gonna like.
So
tell
I think
him about this.
His plan would definitely be to wait until she leaves the safe house and then stalk her from that point, and then kill her somewhere. Right? He's not gonna go raid the Blood Sister safe house or anything.
Audrin asks, how quick do you think you could do it?
Depends on how fast she is and how much she's suspecting.
How quick do you think we could do it?
I don't want to ask that of you, Audrin. I know there's a lot riding on everything right now that you're doing here. I think this is something that I can do.
But see, it's also something that we could do invisible together.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Part of this is like he's trying to do the noblesse oblige, like I'm your liege lord, I'm going to take care of this so that you don't have to. Like, he feels very responsible for this, and he's like, I don't want to get anyone else in danger. I'm just going to go take care of her.
I think Audrin also makes 2 additional points. Just very quick, it's like, you have to remember, she's messed with my friends, and she was after me. So
I understand. We all want revenge.
I don't want revenge. I just want this to stop. Also, and he pulls out his 2 pistols. I just got an upgrade, and I'm rich, and I've got an itchy trigger finger, man. I've never had this before. This is new to me. I've never really wanted to shoot something so bad, but now, like, this is a new power, and maybe actually we should probably check on that when we get back. This might be like an effect of the plane or something.
Oh yeah, I might be getting violent again. Yeah,
I might be getting violent again. But this feels different, so I'm going to wage on that it's not. And I just really am itching to test these things out. So now I'm going to roll my persuasion.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I mean 22. I think he says, "All right." He goes back over to you, Anna, and he says, "Do you think you could hide your involvement? Will they be able to find out if you were there?"
I think if something happens to her, I am going to be questioned, and I think you should not tell me anything about what's going on.
But you have a better deception score than you do a persuasion anyway.
Oh, true. Ooh,
you're better at lying to people than you are at telling the truth.
Though if they have like a zone of truth or something like that, then they might be able to.
Yeah, so I probably am just like, I hate her with all of my guts, but I also believe in you two so strongly Because if I could do it by myself, you guys can definitely do it together. So I think I probably should keep my word and not immediately go back on it after I
think that's the best course of action.
Got kicked out.
Yeah, I think he turns back to you, Audra, and he says, how long do we want to wait to do this? I don't gather that it would be a good idea to go up against this sorceress as well. I imagine that we wait until she leaves the safe house and then strike at some point after that. We do a good old-fashioned stakeout.
Jordan's laughing.
That's concerning.
I just really love Vortex Warp as a spell. That's all.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. In the meantime, if Audrey and Nestor are going to go do this, what are the rest of you going to get up to? Are you guys going to go visit Red Shroud?
Intimidate.
Though I suppose Sargon, I know Audrey wanted to be around to intimidate, to interrogate Sargon as well.
I thought we were gonna. One of the things that Deli wanted to talk to Sargon about was where her dad was, but it sounds like we know where he is.
It sounds like Damien knew.
So now I'm like, oh, oops.
I am. Let me rephrase this. Audrin is more than happy to let Takeway handle the interrogation.
Sure.
He's letting off steam another way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we get a snap cut to that real quick, and like Audrin and Nestor, I think they head out, doing whatever preparations they want to do. We get a hard cut to this interrogation where Takeway is, slamming her hand up against the chair that Sargon is tied to, right, and like leaning in close and be like, "Where are they?" Or whatever you want to know. What questions are you asking Sargon?
So our goal obviously is to find the Crimson Fleet that's here, correct?
Well, I think so. This was the Crimson Fleet person that you knew was here. That was what
Okay.
Damien told you, was like, this is who they tracked here.
Okay.
But yes, Sargon in theory might know where the rest of the Crimson Fleet is. It sounds like you know where the main people are. In which case there might be unnamed NPCs that he would know about. But if Damien's knowledge is correct through Henry and Tanakh, both Xiaofa and Alisan are in Lemoriax, Demogorgon's capital.
Okay.
Real quick, how about you just roll intimidate for me real quick?
Okay.
And because I don't think he actually knows a lot, but let's see how quickly it is before you just get that a lot of him.
Right. Okay.
I wish I could help, but I cannot. I can give
Yeah.
guidance or a moon charge thing, whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
A
Moon charge?
The Wheel or Woe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can do that too with my augury.
Mhm.
Mine's
a cosmic omen, though. I think it's slightly different.
Yeah, actually, I mean, that might not be a bad idea though. Could I argue, like, if I use my augury to like ask like if I take a specific course of action in the next 30 minutes, can I get like advantage on like
what course of action are you just intimidating Sargon for information?
Right. Like what type of intimidation should I use? Like,
and it's like Wheel or Woe is what you get back. So the idea would be tell it a strategy, and then it would either be like good or bad strategy.
Right, and then I do whatever the opposite of that is.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense. Yeah, you can take advantage. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
And that can give you a cosmic omen as well. Give you an extra d6.
Oh, okay. I was like, what does that do? Okay, 23, a d6. Okay, 26.
Yeah, I think he pretty quickly tells you what you want to, or what he knows. And the basic story for Sargon is basically when Vanthus came back to the Crimson Fleet after kidnapping Lavinia. He went with Vanthus because Sargon, Vanthus told him to. And then as soon as they got into the Gaping Maw, Sargon was starting to have doubts about this whole thing, and Vanthus was like getting weird powers from Demogorgon, and he didn't know what was going on, and he's just like, I think I'm gonna bail. And so he bailed. He's actually left the Crimson Fleet himself and was trying to go into hiding.
Got it. Okay.
What did Oh, so okay. He then had nothing to do with the transformation that Ronan had. He just happened to be there.
He had it sounded like Ronan and Damien came here partially to look for this guy, and partially so that Damien could, or Ronan could get the last figurine of wondrous power he needed to do his Megazord. And when they found Sargon, Ronan was like, "Okay, time to do the Megazord. I'm gonna go get this guy," and then it went terribly wrong.
Okay. Now I was about to ask him about why he was there, but I'm like, wait, no, that's why he was there. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, so he's like not even trying to be part of the Crimson Fleet.
It sounds like this is a dead end for more information about the Crimson Fleet or Demogorgon's plans. Sargon has kind of officially noped out of the whole thing. Now, whether or not you want to kill him or get rid of him and, just be like,
what's he got on him?
I think Takeway and Deli are like having a conversation outside the door, and she's
does he have a good
what's he
drop
got
rate?
on him? I'm like,
no. Because here's the thing. If he came from one of their ships and he has something from one of those ships on him, we could use that to track it potentially.
So the ship that he came from was the Crimson Maw or whatever it was called, the Crimson Scar, and that was that was Vanthus' ship. It's left at Divided Zyre. So I think he probably does have something from that ship, and it's useless to you now because that's the ship that was at Divided Zyre.
Right.
Dang it!
Yep.
Well, there goes that plan.
Yeah, otherwise he just has weapons.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he honestly just kind of looks defeated, right? He's just like, you can do whatever you want with me. I'm done with all of this.
Audrin would want to be the one to finish him off.
I think I was good.
Oh, well, Takeway wasn't going to do that. If he seems repentant, then she's going to be like,
I mean, repentant is a strong word, but
well, sure, but I just mean like if
he might
if he's not a danger to us, right?
Yeah.
Like
he might potentially have useful information in the future. Yep. Let's keep him around, I'd say.
Yeah, keeping him as a prisoner is a perfectly viable option.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I'll let Audrin like do what he wants with him, but like, I'm not going to like, kill him by my hands,
Mm-hmm.
Audrin definitely wants a scene with him.
Yeah.
Jordan definitely wants a scene
for sure.
of those two.
So we're gonna pick up with Audrin and Nestor in a second here because it'll become very obvious what's going on over there. But Anna and Git, did you guys have anything else that you're doing during this time?
I would have just like shared with the class the
Red
info
Shroud
I
stuff.
got about Red Shroud and that there's followers of Shami Amore, like a cult that exists.
Yep.
Just that stuff, and that's really it.
Git.
It was mainly just chasing down leads for his thing. I don't know whether he has really an opinion on things.
Yeah, Git, do you want to make a roll of some sort to have gathered information in the market?
Sure, yeah.
You could also spend some amount of gold to get advantage on this. Like bribe people.
Yep. I mean, I'll probably just use his enhance ability to give him advantage on it.
Perfect. Very charismatic bird.
Mm-hmm. I can inspire other people, but I can't inspire myself. So unless someone wants to inspire Git, then I'll just go as is.
Yeah, I assume Git wanders off during this time and just starts asking about around in the market again.
Yep. 36.
Yeah, with a 36, it seems pretty obvious to you that the person who you need to go talk to is Red Shroud as well. Yeah, the lady of the town. Whether or not it's unclear whether or not she has it, or if she doesn't have it now, she did have it in the past, right? So that's the next person to talk to, for sure. Yeah. So, I think we follow Audrey and Nestor as you guys go to the safe house, and you're invisible. You're trying to keep an eye on things and waiting for when they show up. Quite a lot of time passes. How long are you going to wait around? Like, at what point do you start questioning?
Invisibility only lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you wait around for an hour. No one seems to leave the shrine.
Well, I was gonna say I'm not sure if we wait around for the full hour, because I feel like the shrine is like, in the shrine is where the Blood Sisters were, right?
Yes. Well, here's an idea then. Since you're spending less than an hour, how about you just stealth the normal way to get a vantage point to look at the shrine, and then when you actually need to close, then you would like turn.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Right?
And I mean, I feel like Audrin would probably want to confirm they're inside, because otherwise they're wasting time.
Yep. So real quick, let's do a couple of rolls here. I'm gonna roll a. Probably just be passive perception. Go ahead and roll stealth. Actually, let me check with Nestor too. See if he's better or worse at this.
What is Nestor's stealth?
He doesn't have any. So.
Oh, okay.
I'll go ahead and just roll for him then, because it will just be the weakest link here.
Yeah.
He has a very good dexterity though. Oh, I was gonna say all he needed to get was a 12.
No, but he has advantage because he's invisible, right?
Well, I think we just described that they were not going to turn invisible until they closed. Oh. So I think mainly what this means is that she notices that someone is watching her house. Specifically like the sorceress does, right? That's who I was rolling for here. But let's real quick I'm gonna roll a stealth for the sorceress. So 18. What's your pass? I guess you guys are actively looking. Go ahead and roll a perception check. There you go. Perfect.
So
Audrin, you can tell that like she notices that something's like someone climbed up to like some copse of bushes or whatever on like an outcropping near her shrine, and she was looking out her window like, did I see what I thought? Like something, I'm getting paranoid, that sort of thing, right? But you watch for quite a while. She doesn't come out with magic or anything like that. She's just kind of nervous and paranoid about like, well, who's watching my house? You do not see Luna at any point during this process. So quite a bit of time passes as you're waiting around, and she kind of dinks around in her house and is kind of paranoid, wondering if someone's going to try to attack her house. But she doesn't do anything. She just, you see her at various points through the window, but you don't see Luna.
All right, I tell Nestor, something seems odd. We're going to need to take a slightly different approach. I go ahead and turn both of us invisible.
Yep.
And then I want to do an investigation check.
Yeah. Good. With a 33, so you're turning invisible and then trying to you're watching from that vantage point?
Well, I'm turning invisible and then I'm like tiptoeing around, walking around, trying to see if I can find any trace of.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check
Luna.
then.
Okay.
And I will roll for her this time because she's actively looking out for. Wow. Well, unlikely that this will matter, but I'll roll it anyway. Let's see. We got a sold. Wisdom. Yeah, here we go. Got our passive anyway. So Audrin, you're able to go into the house, no problem. You sneak out of your vantage point invisibly and go into the house, and you see Luna still dead on a couch inside the house. And there is a used up scroll next to her body on the end table. it's like they tried casting resurrection on her and it didn't work.
Slight moment of panic happens for Audrin, and I'd like to investigate her body very carefully.
Yep, you see I think at this point probably the crystal ball has been taken by Isolde since the spell didn't work, and so she's just like, okay, I guess I'll take this and set it somewhere so it's not like hanging out in her satchel. So you see that her satchel's been looked through, and there's
really
some
checking...
basic gear, but yeah, on her body it's just like her short sword next to her and her hand crossbow.
But I'm really specifically looking for like wounds, like wounds that are not something like common to Anna. Like
you see only wounds from Anna, like very obviously bludgeoning from Anna and thunder and lightning from Anna, right?
So I don't see any signs of like there being a black bile dagger kind of situation.
Nope.
Okay, I want to do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. No clue.
Audrin just
very
goes,
confused. I mean, honestly, the first thing that comes to your mind is, I guess she didn't want to be resurrected. I guess she's just done. Like, weird, but I guess that's an option.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to. I guess our job is done here. And I go out and I tell Nestor what I saw.
Yeah. And he's just confused. Like, he's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't she?
Do you think that there's any chance she was joining the Blood Sisters to run from Anna? Maybe she knew that if she joined the Blood Sisters that Anna wouldn't be able to touch her?
If she knew about Anna being a part of the Blood Sisters, then certainly she would have done something like that. But I don't think it was exclusively to run from Anna. It would also have been to strike at her. She hates Anna. She hated Anna.
Something's just not adding up. Something just doesn't seem right about this. We might have to look in.
Failed a check, a very important check.
It is. It's almost as if I rolled an 18, even though I got a 1.
Still not enough.
We might have to investigate this later.
Yeah, I suppose for now. There are other things to do.
On the plus side, I guess we don't have to worry about dirtying our hands with this, and Anna should be able to maybe sleep well.
Yeah.
Although, trade-off might be my own sleep being more disturbed by this.
Oh man, I forgot about this whole moment. I was gonna have a moment where Nestor comes to you, Anna, right before they leave, and he was gonna give you a kiss. He's gonna give you a big old kiss. Now of course, the moment is lost. But that is technically what he did.
Who's to say we didn't kiss off screen?
Yeah, there you go.
We wanted privacy.
It's in the after the episode. Well, it's after the episode is over and you run the credits, then it's like you see the secret scene.
Yeah, you guys return without having to kill anyone. Again.
I wasted a spell slot on it.
Yeah, so the only other things I have on our list of things to do before, probably Red Shroud would be next time, right? Is everybody going to Red Shroud and talking to her. Obviously, any other shopping that you want to do would happen during this time, but you don't have to do it now, right?
The iron thing.
So as far as I remember, we left off with Audrin having Benedict cast Commune and asking 3 questions and trying to figure out where this iron flask could have gone / the woman who took it.
Right.
And the answers told us as players where Yi is, right? And / who the person who it was, right? That it was Yi. But Audrin didn't have enough information to go off of to actually try to track it down. Currently.
Forgot about that.
Though you could always have Benedict cast it again or something, right? do a different divination spell. Try to learn more. But the last time I thought we left off with like kind of like a dead end there.
Does anyone have Speak with Dead?
I assume Damien can do it, right? Because he can like just prepare it at some point.
Because I mean, how long does a corpse have to be? Well, I guess it. Because like, could we talk to Luna's corpse to see why she wanted to stay dead? Potentially.
You would have to get there.
Yeah.
And cast a spell in this woman's living room without, you know.
I mean, she's gonna bury her eventually.
I suppose.
That's just my only thought of what we could
Yeah. The only other thing that I know of, obviously we could get that scene with you and Sargon, Jordan. But then I think the only other thing was like trying to find what happened to Vren. Right? Like any information you can learn about Vren for the Marut.
Yes, I would also like to know what happened to Vren.
I am Marut.
Coincidence. He's also screwing over the new lady that we're gonna go
Red
see.
Shroud. Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Shroud.
I would honestly, Caleb, I would love that. That is very in
I
character
know where
for
I
it.
know where he is. I know where he is.
He's in the palace. We hear his voice. We'll go, and then we all jump on him and kill him and stun him before he gets to.
He's actually been a stowaway on your ship this entire time.
He can't change shapes.
Turns out one of us died a very long time ago, and he's pretending.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do want to pull off a reveal like that at some point during campaigns that we do, but I don't think it's going to be this one. Yeah. Who is kind of leading that gather information there? If you're trying to find out stuff about Bren, would be Aldrin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the one he had a contract with, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess probably on our way back, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. You and Nestor you're like, well, I guess we have an afternoon we didn't realize we were going to have. Let's go ask around. Go ahead and make, I don't think Nestor has, no, he doesn't really have any good skills to help here. But you can make an investigation check with your charisma bonus instead of your intelligence bonus. Because you're like gathering information. So, you know, just plus or minus whatever would be the difference between your intelligence and your charisma.
So it would be.
So -2.
Charisma.
So you'd roll investigation -2.
-3.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Wait, where's your intelligence? Oh, I opened Takewee's scared sheet. What am I doing? What am I doing? I was like, this doesn't seem right. Why does he have a 14 intelligence? That does not seem right.
Yeah. So, investigation, you said -3?
Yeah, so -3. Yep, investigation -3.
So that -3.
Okay, yeah, 27. I think you do also, and just to tie it all together, it's not that Vren is at Red Shroud's place, but you hear talk of he has visited Red Shroud in the past, like this person that you're describing, and like you use some of his aliases, and specifically like the Vren alias, which like the kind of posh British man, right? Like that is familiar to some of these demons, and they're like, oh yeah, that guy's visited Red Shroud before. She'd probably know.
Of course, he visit the succubus.
Yeah. He's the protagonist of a harem anime, you know?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't go to the succubus because of that. He goes there to mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
He likes messing with people of power.
Yeah.
He needs a challenge every once in a while. It's too easy to rip. It's too easy to scam just normal people.
Vren is really Eddie from Ed, Edd and Eddie.
I've not seen enough of that show long enough that I don't remember what that means.
Yeah, Audrey just like sighs and goes, why am I not surprised? And why am I still irritated even though I'm not surprised?
I mean, honestly, we still have half an hour. We can just go visit Red Shroud. Although I guess we can also get that thing with Sargon, though that doesn't necessarily need to happen now. right? It can just happen whenever you want to finish them off.
I mean, I'm ready to have that scene anytime.
Yeah.
I don't know what going to see Red Shroud is going to entail for all of us. And it might be better for us to do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
When we're all like...
That certainly makes sense. Were you guys going to buy some gifts for Red Shroud?
I thought we were going to give the poison, honestly, when you...
I mean, I still have 2 vials of poison. I gave 2.
And honestly, Nestor didn't use it, so he can just give them.
Yeah. I mean, I still am only intending to give 2.
Yeah.
I want to keep 2. I was going to maybe, like, see if I could find, like, some perfume or something. Like, ooh, here's poison and perfume.
Certainly.
Ooh.
Can I give her the ectoplasm spell vial?
Yeah.
Except I am trying to find perfume, but I also have to ask Takui if I can have money.
How much money do you need?
Said like a parent.
I don't know, how much does perfume cost? Like 10 gold?
Mom, can I have some money for perfume, for a friend, for a gift, for birthday?
I know how much a banana costs. $10. Nobody. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
I
That's
don't
development.
Yeah, thank you.
Caleb, how much are you charging for perfume?
I am trying to find a quick conversion rate between how much gold is usually worth in 3.5 versus 5e, if there's any difference there.
D&D inflation.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, it's looking like maybe it's half.
Why don't we just split the difference and check with 4th edition?
I think it has its own completely own category here.
4th edition doesn't use gold.
Well, it's not 4th edition. It's 4.25 to split the difference.
The thing in the original venture, basically, it says you can give. Basically, it's like there's a certain gold threshold for like getting, being able to make some sort of persuasion roll on her at all, and then a threshold for like how much of a bonus you get beyond that. So obviously this is going to shake out differently with 5e, but it would less be a matter of like what perfume would cost and more how much are you willing to spend on the perfume is, I guess, what I'm saying, right?
Mom, how much am I willing to spend on perfume?
I mean, friends, we have 13,000 gold, but I don't know how I guess I just need a threshold. Like, what's like the low end versus like the super high end?
That's what I'm trying to figure out in terms of like what the kind of 5e equivalent of this might be. Let's see if I can get a little information on this. But yeah, the venoms are poisons are going to be worth much more than normal in this sort of gold transaction. So we would look at like whatever, I think purple worm poison is like 2,000 gold per dose, and it's going to count as 10 times that much, at least in the original venture. That's what it says. So the poisons are going to be the most worthwhile thing to give her by a long shot.
Right. No, that's fine.
And that's all information you can get that you got from Isolde, basically, Anna. Is like how it works to go to Red Shroud and like get information from her. When does this close? Sorry, here we go. Okay.
I mean, when I'm looking it up, perfume, it says like 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean that would be a pitiful perfume for a succubus like this.
Right. I don't know. Like, I mean, if a regular thing of perfume is 100, like, or 5 gold, like, what about like 100 gold for like the best perfume they have? Or is that still just really pitiful?
Again, I think it's just up to you to determine how much you're willing to spend on it. I think we'll say that the thresholds for this are going to be, just so everybody's aware, you need to give her at least, I think we'll just go with straight up half here, basically. You need to give her some stuff worth at least, what is your party goal right now?
13,000.
13,000. Okay. Yeah, you need to give her at least 5,000 GP worth of treasure.
Okay.
And then for each 1,000 gold beyond that, the DC goes down by 1. And then the only other thing is poisons count as 5 times normal price for.
So what
these
would be
purposes.
2 vials of the purple worm?
So 2 vials of it would count as 8,000 of that.
So do we?
I believe it was 2,000 when I looked it up. I can look it up again.
So should we just not give her any perfume to not insult her? I guess.
Right. Well, you're saying poisons, if they cost $2,000,
it would be 10,000.
It would be if it costs 2,000, it would be worth 4,000 for this transaction. Or sorry, I said 5. I meant. Sorry. Yes, it's 5 times. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
So 1 vial is worth 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
In her eyes. Okay. So I mean, we only need to give her like one of these
vial.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Done.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, in the original,
and then Anna can keep 1.
Yeah, I just halved all of the numbers, which makes it the same ratio, and 5e gets less gold anyway. So it really does say in the original venture, like any poisons are worth 10 times their price in this transaction. So yeah, I mean she loves poisons, so I think giving her one dose of this will basically count as the DC goes down by 5 and you get the audience. That makes sense? Is that your plan?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Very cool. Sweet. Yeah, do you just show up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make sure, my face is nice and washed, get all the puffy crying away from my face.
We are taking a short long rest, correct?
Yeah, I think you're spending the night in the Sea Wyvern and then going the next day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reset my spells in case that's relevant.
Yeah, so I think the group goes up to kind of like a rocky outcropping at the top of the city here. And you get led down into like underground into the side of this like kind of cliff here. And you get led to Red Shroud's personal little palace, hidden underground. She is in a towering room of white marble and red glass. And I think this is actually in the center of Broken Reach. The throne room itself stands about 60 feet off the ground, approachable via 2 intertwined curving ramps of polished wood. 4 red marble statues of Red Shroud stand on a platform halfway up these ramps, and a shimmering wall of opaque red fire protects the actual entrance to her throne room. The wall of fire is obviously illusory. And it seems like Red Shroud can even change its coloration at whim. Even making the flames invisible. So when you kind of enter, you see that there's like this wall of fire, and it kind of like some of it in the middle becomes invisible to make the illusion of it like parting, right? And you guys kind of walk down into her throne room here. And Red Shroud is her throne here. Her throne room is a wide open space with polished floors. There are curtained alcoves that stand to either side. The central floor contains a sheet of magical glass, it looks like. And when you look below, you see that there's like a pretty large drop underneath into some dark abyss. The throne itself stands atop a dais at the far end of the hall. And you see Red Shroud, this kind of beautiful succubus, lounging upon the throne as you enter. You are kind of announced by a guy who you learned the name of from Isolde, probably, Anna. Igrax, the Skullbiter. He's a Nelfeshni who serves Red Shroud as a bodyguard. When you enter, he first probably like interrogated you about like, what is your business with Red Shroud?
I would like to ask her about Shami Amore, and Isolde told me that she would know stuff about Shami Amore.
And Vren.
Right, yeah.
And Vren Royery.
Yeah, and the Nefeshni stands there for a second, as if like thinking, maybe, you think? But we see Red Shroud perk up from behind on the throne, and it seems like maybe they're communicating telepathically. And then the Nefeshni turns towards you and says, "You have brought the proper offerings."
I give one vial of the poison.
This way. And he plods through the curtain of fire, and you guys enter the throne room. Red Shroud herself is a stunningly beautiful succubus with fair skin, crimson hair, large bat wings, and eyes that seem to glow with a sinister desire, as many succubi who you've met before have definitely had. She's flanked by a quartet of Hezraus, and Ygrak seems to kind of make his way after kind of introducing you to the hall and letting you go forward, giving you back the vial to like present to Red Shroud yourselves. He stands at the far end of the room. And in the corner next to her throne is a angular featured halfling with spiky red hair and bright orange garments with a flame motif. And he's kind of pacing back and forth, restless. And Red Shroud is like lounging on the throne room as you enter. Doesn't say anything. We see you like make your way forward, and you stand on this like sheet of magical glass, looking out underneath you is an abyss that drops into nothing.
She's not a bird, though, is she?
No.
No, not attractive to get then.
Wings, but no.
I guess I kind of like approach with my head down and kind of like give a little like curtsy as I approach.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Miss Red Shroud.
Why, hello, sister of blood.
Oh, my name is Anna. Isolde told me that you might know things about Shami Amore that you'd be willing to share, or at least know where we could find out more.
She languidly stretches out a hand, and off, like not to high five you, but like to Okay. Do you hand her the vial?
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks at it. Purple worm poison. Not the rarest that I have come across, but certainly adequate. Very well, you may speak. You said you seek Shami Amore. What specifically?
Yes. Is it like, would it be bad if I was like, we're trying to defeat Demogorgon? Like, would that be bad to just straight out say?
So this is a separate realm of the Soul Realm. She is not in Gaping Maw. Demons also don't like each other typically, so it's not necessarily like she could be a secret agent of Demogorgon, but she's not automatically going to be his succubus.
Could I make like an insight check to see?
Sure. Yeah. I'm going to roll deception for her, mainly just to keep her emotions hidden and stuff. Oh, so close.
If only you had advantage, which is the second time that would have been great for Anna today.
Is anyone else trained in insight?
No, but what I could do is I don't know how subtle it would be, but I could cosmic omen her.
Yeah, I mean, how subtle is that?
Whenever you finish a long rest, you can consult your star map for omens. When you do so, roll a die. Wait, never mind. Just wait.
Oh, I could just Flash of Genius.
Yeah, you could give her a Flash of Genius.
Yeah, that's better.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Yep,
Okay.
you can just be.
30.
Yeah. So, she certainly does not work for Demogorgon. It wouldn't be a faux pas to
Okay.
to speak
So
of them like that.
I just say like we just came from the Gaping Maw and we were at whatever the jail was called. I don't remember.
Divided's Ire.
We were at Divided's Ire and did like a little jailbreak. And
Impressive.
we found out about Shamiamori and we're really trying to defeat Demogorgon. And so we're thinking Shamiamori might have some like insight to that.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, I'm gonna roll. Yeah. So, Anna, when you mention Demogorgon's name and say that you want to defeat him, Red Shroud doesn't react, but the halfling next to her does. He kind of pales a little bit and looks at you like, what?
In a way of like he's gonna go tell on us, or he's just like
maybe. Yeah, I mean, it certainly seemed like he didn't like that, right? Like the little thing.
I just kind of look at Red Shroud and I go, sorry, is the present company not trustworthy to openly speak? And I kind of like glance.
Yeah, she says, you have nothing to fear with Shadowfire. He's simply a toy of mine. Very amusing.
And that seems true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just am kind of waiting to be like, so would you know?
I certainly know about Shamiamori. Not many people do these days, and it's quite a shame. Her cult is very useful as an information network. The Disciples of Delight, they're called. So you are trying to seek out
disciples from down the hells.
She said, you're trying to seek out Shamiamori to get an advantage against Demogorgon?
Well, you know how lovers are. They kind of get good information that no other person would know.
Certainly.
So we're kind of hoping that Shamiamori may know some things of how to hurt Demogorgon that no one else would really know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she seems suspicious. You can see on her face she's wondering about something. She's not entirely sure that like you can tell on her face she thinks there's something deeper going on here, maybe that even you don't know. And she I think this is probably just the point to make the roll, because I think you will, and I need to find my DC conversion formula.
Oh, no, I'm scared.
Let's see. Check here. You're gonna get disadvantage to this roll.
No.
For reasons.
No, thank you.
But
I mean, is Audrey with me? Can he give me a straight roll? Are you trained in persuasion?
I think
I am
Takui
trained in
is
persuasion.
at least. Yeah. I think both of you are.
We sing a song and dance number.
All right, cool. Yeah, so let's have you go ahead and roll persuasion. Go for it.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything else to help me?
I would have given you a bardic ahead of time, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Guidance
thank
is
you.
very obvious, so probably can't do that.
I was about to say mending when I meant to say guidance. I'll do mending.
Okay. If this is a bad roll, I can roll it one more time.
Git will give guidance because Git can do so.
Well, you can only do one thing of guidance.
Well, that's
so
what he's saying. Git can do it without
subtle.
Make it less obvious that you're getting magic.
Okay, that I'm going to roll. That's a natural 20.
Nice. Yeah.
Do I have to roll all the other things, or if it's a nat 20, does it?
I think you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
You could try and break 30.
No, thank you. Just in case she makes me roll something else. Or different thing to convince her of something.
That is fair. That is very fair.
I don't know what this accent is.
What is her name? Red
Shroud.
Red Shroud. Red Shroud's like, I love a good lover's quarrel. I'll tell you everything about Shammy Amore.
I mean, pretty much. That's pretty much what happens here. So she seems like suspicious at first, and then she gets a sly smile, and she says, "Why, of course, sister of blood. I would love to inform you about Shammy Amore. I am her most devoted disciple, after all."
Oh. Okay, that's delightful to find out.
Yeah, so she says, okay, perfect, yeah. Getting this high of a roll means you learn a bunch of information. I'm just trying to figure out.
Guys, I finally did something with a roll for information. I think that's maybe the first time ever that I successfully rolled for information.
Yeah, so she probably some of this she won't immediately lore dump to you, but will be able to piecemeal to you, and I'll just say that she tells you a bunch of stuff about the things she's about to reveal to you, that you can then use later when you come across things. But basically, she says, Shammy Amore is an interesting figure. Some say that she was... well, her and Malkanthat have always had a rivalry. As far as any of us can remember, the succubi. Many of us were born from one or the other of them. And a long time ago, Shammy Amore was indeed Demogorgon's lover. And, well, Malkanthat just couldn't have that. And she desired more than just Demogorgon. Of course, she desired the title of the Lady of Pleasure. What do you know of the title, exactly?
Well, I know that it's like a sisterhood kind of thing, it seems. Like, there's the Lady of Pain, and the Lady of Pleasure, and the Lady of... Do I know other one?
Pants. And then hers is the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants.
The Lady of Produce, and the Lady...
Prudence.
Penicillin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she seems honestly impressed. She raises an eyebrow and she says, "Oh, you are well informed."
I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm speaking with the Lady of Pain, like obviously it's some sort of like power position, but I'm not quite sure what the title like truly like entitles you to.
Well, I suppose I have learned much obscure arcane knowledge about all of these subjects, and I suppose I can't die with these secrets. I'll let you in on a few tidbits of information that I have managed to gather myself through methods that I will disclose in good time. There have always been the 9. 9 ladies who represented fundamental forces of this universe. Whether or not they were intended by God or whoever you believe in to represent something specific, I don't know. But they are primordial and powerful, and many of them are gone. Not dead exactly, but hidden. You can never kill a primordial force, after all. There are 9 of them, primarily because of the way of the axes. You know, the forces of good and evil, of course, and then there are the forces of law and chaos. And if you lay these axes side by side, you get 9 possibilities. The Lady of Pain, of course, sits at the center. Neutral, and the Cosmic Surgeon, who has inscrutable plans of her own for something that doesn't quite align with anyone's goals. Each of them has their own methods, their own goals, their own reasons for going away, for hiding. When the Devourers arrived in this world, many of them took that as the perfect opportunity to leave, to not risk themselves in such cataclysmic conflict. Anyway, Ashemi Amore is one of those. Malkenthet is a usurper. She claims the title, of course, but these divine personas are not aspects of godhood. They cannot be put on like mantles. You either are a lady of power, or you are not. There are only a few forces that are powerful enough to contain one of these ladies. Malkenthet and Demogorgon found one of these. There is a place in the interior of the African continent, on this side of things, the Soul Realm. A place called the Wells of Darkness. Shami Amore is imprisoned there, using powerful dark magic that even I cannot claim to understand. Demogorgon imprisoned her there. As far as I can tell, she has no knowledge of the outside world, no way of communicating, except for very particular circumstances. Luckily, I just happen to have one of those. And she produces, as if from nowhere, a tooth that is very similar to the one that you saw Damien holding, Takui. And she says, "This is the tooth of Shami Amore." And this one looks more like maybe a succubus fang, maybe, where it is kind of demon-y, but it's not like a bat tooth or any weird animal tooth or anything like that, right? The one that Damien showed you kind of looked like maybe like a bat or something like that, right? But yeah, so she says, this lets me commune with her vestige. And I believe that if you went to the well itself, where she is imprisoned, you would also be able to speak with her there. Now, I have, of course, tried to get the information of Demogorgon's weakness out of her myself. I am an ambitious woman who has my own plans, and information like that would be very useful. Demogorgon imprisoned her, after all, because she knew too much. But Shami Amore is wise. She will not reveal what she knows unless her escape can be assured. You said you had you said you managed to pull off a prison break in Demogorgon's realm of divided ire. Well, this particular type of prison break will be much more difficult to accomplish. But you've impressed me so far, and so I imagine you'll be able to pull it off. Especially if you have this. And she hands over the tooth. I imagine that will greatly aid you in being able to bring her out of the well.
What is it called? The well of what?
The well, it sounds like there's multiple of them, and Shami Mori is imprisoned in just one.
There's three, actually. Well.
The wells of darkness.
Wow. Miss Red Shroud, I don't know how to thank you for this. This is a boon I was not expecting to be given. Yes, Jordan.
We should ask about the other tooth.
Yeah,
we don't know about it. Only Takwi does.
No, I will definitely be asking Damien when we get back about that too. But he didn't seem to know a ton about it. But I will be asking about it again when we get back.
Well, I was gonna say, there's a person right in front of us that would be able to answer about it.
So, sorry, I looked at the adventure again. She would not give you this tooth. I was thinking of something different when I said that. This is a very powerful artifact that she uses for other things besides this too, and she would not actually give this to you. I apologize for getting your hopes up about this. But she does talk about the tooth, right? She says, I have used this tooth in the past to travel to the Wells of Darkness myself. It is, of course, a long hike from here to the interior of Africa, even via the Soul Realm. But there are other ways of going about it. But yeah, the takeaway I was saying, the thing that you probably think of is we already have one of these teeth. Maybe the other one that we have will get us there either.
And Takeway just says, how does the tooth help you get to the wells?
Yeah, she says, this is Pezunia, love. The palace of 1,000 closets. 1,001, to be in fact. There are portals all over the hillside here, next to Broken Reach, and any one of them can take you anywhere in the multiverse. Or no, and there are many of them that take you many places in the multiverse. There is one, of course, that goes to the Wells of Darkness, though to actually access the portal without being annihilated, well, there are certain steps that one has to take. Having this tooth is one of them. Though I could always send my servant Shadowfire to help you. He is what is known as a gate crasher, a planner expert of sorts. And Shadowfire perks up and seems surprised. And he says, hi, mistress. I don't know if I should leave you at such a time as this. It seems like there are monumental things afoot in the multiverse. If what they say is true, in fact.
We would greatly appreciate any help.
And then Red Shroud says, well, then it's done. Shadowfire, you will attend to these adventurers and help them find the well of Shami Mori. As you wish, mistress.
I probably I think I want to walk up to him and be grab his shoulder and be completely calm, but grab his shoulder really hard and be thank you so much for your assistance that you're going to provide. It's so generous of you to help us.
Yes, you're quite welcome.
Try and hit some weird acupressure points on his arm to
Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you. Please let me go now.
I'll let him go, I guess.
Yeah. Gonna shakes himself off, or dusts himself off. And then, Red Shroud says, well, this is certainly a monumental task you've decided to undertake. And I can't say that I'm not, I can't say, and I can say that I am rooting for you. I have always thought that Demogorgon has a little bit too much power as the Prince of Demons. It's time for a change, you know? And you can tell that Anna Shadowfire seems very uncomfortable with what she just said there.
I probably would just be it doesn't even seem like we need a change more. So going back to how it's supposed to be, if what you say is true, that we're just restoring the order that once was, of putting the Lady of Pleasure back, freeing her again, and getting rid of this false.
Oh, of course. Malkanthet is a and needs to go down.
Yeah. Do you know?
Witches get stitches.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I would be like, I think some of my friends have some questions for you too while we're here and have an audience with you.
Real quick, is Malkanthet the one that wants Ren dead?
Yes, Malkanthet is the one that you screwed over.
Okay.
So it sounds like Malkanthet is claimed to be the Lady of Pleasure, and is in fact not, right?
Not.
She is just a regular succubus who
just like a strong succubus.
Yeah, she's a demon lord, obviously, but she's not whatever this primordial lady thing is.
She didn't explain. Maybe it sounds like she doesn't know, but like how do you become one of these like 9 ladies?
Well, so what she said is basically you don't become one. You either are or you aren't one. Sometimes they can be hidden, but like they don't pop up into existence. Like they've always existed, they always will exist. But Shami Amori was just imprisoned somehow.
Okay, got it. So these 9 ladies have
Malkanthet is just pretending
they're immortal
to be the Lady of Pleasure.
and right. Okay,
yeah.
So
9 ladies dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I got it from, actually. Wow.
Perfect.
But
So
they're
what
not.
are
But they're not god aspects, because I thought that.
No,
Lady
so yeah, that's what
Prudence
she
was.
So, if you'll recall, she kind of showed up as like a weird thing. Like it's been very unclear what the origins of wisdom were. She took on the aspect of the moon, which implies that these ladies can take on aspects of godhood themselves, but what they are fundamentally is not necessarily an aspect in and of itself.
So she's a lady and she's a god.
And
Awesome.
she's a god. Exactly. She's both.
Okay. They're not. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yes, she was going to say, well, you'll have, this is a monumental task you'll have to undertake. I'll tell you what, any further shopping you want to do in Broken Reach, consider the tax lifted.
We didn't go shopping yet.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, people where I'm from in Calabar, I was born in the Order of St. Cuthbert. People give, such a bad name to soul realm demon areas. Like, they just don't understand. And like, it's so refreshing to come out into the world and get to broaden my horizons and meet like such kind
people are
people
just
like
so
you.
nice here.
Like, it's just, it's so
yeah,
nice
I've been
to like
hell, eh? All those people in hell are super nice.
It's nice that after we gave you $2,000 worth of poison, that you finally gave us
that
some
I stole from my arch nemesis.
Yeah,
it was literally no sweat off our back. But so I'm just kind of like, I'm just like trying to butter her up, being like, wow, like this is crazy. I come from a place where like people probably would like look at you and judge you so hard, and like it's so nice being able to come with just like an open heart and like no preconceived notions, and like you just probably would prove everyone wrong.
Want to go ahead and make that deception check for me?
I'm not trying to deceive her.
I mean, you're just straight up lying. For everything you've said is just they're all demons. You're a lawful good monk.
What if that was a lie? That I came from a place and this is shockingly kind and refreshing.
Okay. No, it's
fine.
Yeah, I this isn't an important role. But basically,
take it.
24. Yeah, I mean,
I could give it +5.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, like
She probably raises an eyebrow, but she doesn't say anything. Yeah, it's mainly just for kicks and giggles.
Sometimes the world is a beautiful place, okay? Sometimes you just like wake up and you're shocked that you get to kill your nemesis today. And it's just like
I think after we have this speech from Anna, we get a thought from Red Shroud to her enforcer, Nalfeshni guy, and she telepathically tells him, well, I suppose we won't have to use the vanishing glass today.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but I think it's bad.
You guys are standing on top of a magical sheet of glass that's over an abyss.
Awesome.
I love pits.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if anybody else speaks up afterwards, but she just says, well, thank you for your help with that first matter, but we are also looking for another person that we've heard you've been in contact
Vren
with.
Royery, yes. Fascinating fellow, a bit of a pain as well, but certainly useful. Me. Certainly useful. Why is it that you're tracking him down, trying to kill him?
We're not trying to kill him. I needed some help from what are they called? Caleb?
Marut.
Oh, thank you. I needed help from a Marut, and as a result, I am now bound to help that Marut find Vren.
All right. I wouldn't have made that choice myself, but I suppose Vren is going to get what's coming to him. I'll tell you what. This all happens to be a mighty coincidence, because Vren has in fact gone to the Wells of Darkness himself. So it will be a simple matter of tracking him down once you arrive.
Vren isn't trying to become, like, the new Demigorgon, is he?
Vren is the big bad at the end.
Vren has been Demigorgon the entire time.
No. He hasn't been Demigorgon. He defeats Demigorgon
right.
and becomes...
Well, let's just put it this way.
I'm your final boss!
I will say, it's not impossible that those events shake out that way. It's not an impossibility.
Oh my gosh. Do you know why he is going to the Wells of Darkness?
What did you say, Takui?
I said, and may we ask why he's going to the Wells of Darkness?
Honestly, he seemed a little troubled about something. He said he was on some sort of quest to figure out where he came from or some garbage like that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, never mind. I know what that means.
He was born of the darkness.
Okay.
I was born in it.
I think Git looks around at everybody, everyone being ordered to go to the Wells of Darkness, and everyone's going to the Wells of Darkness. And he looks down at the ground, and then he looks up at her, and he'll do the mental telepathy thing to ask her, I bet you sold the Phoenix Mask to someone in the Wells of Darkness, didn't you?
I think she says, I'm trying to think if that is indeed the rule of three joke here that we are getting, or if it would be funnier to do a non sequitur.
Turns out Yi also has that.
No. That is funny. The one thought that just popped in my head that it could also be funny. I think there's three options here. Either she has it, and you'll have to bargain with her to sell or to buy it from her or whatever. It is indeed at the Wells of Darkness. She sold it to someone there, or she just sold it to some Mercane merchants with a ship right outside, and they had this weird fish guy who was attached to their boat. Those are the three funny options that I see. What are you most interested in, Josh?
I don't know the fish guy. So.
Oh, Harpo?
Harpo?
I don't remember Harpo, the married genie who's stuck in a rowboat for all eternity.
That's right.
Yeah, he showed up at the beginning of season 9.
Because he wouldn't stop showing up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine with most. I think it would be fun to have it not be in the thing. He just assumes that's where it is.
Yeah.
She tells her something different. So probably one of those other two. But...
Yeah, let's say this then. Let's say that she says Yeah, I actually don't know what's most interesting out of those two options. Because if she has it, then you'd have to like make some sort of deal with her, or like pay a bunch of money or whatever to get it, or just steal it from her or whatever. Yeah, I think it's funnier if and better off for the story in general. I think we'll go with that third option. I think she says, "Oh well, you happen to be in luck. I haven't sold it to anyone in the Wells of Darkness. No, not many people live there. I sold it to some Mercane merchants who just stopped by. I believe they're still in the harbor. If you're willing to go ask." I assume the price will probably go up considerably now that they bought it. Mercanes being as they are.
Everybody just
but it seems like ecstatically happy, like and like nods.
Sweet.
Yeah, like immediately like stops engaging in the conversation and like is dancing happily in a corner instead of
nice.
To anything.
Cool. Any other questions or things you need from Red Shroud?
When
so I'm looking for an iron flask. There's a person who recently bought one. Do you have any information on where that person might have gone and what it might take?
The Wells of Darkness, as a matter of fact.
I swear.
No, she says, no, we can't do that joke now that we have it. The only time we could have done that joke is with Josh's Phoenix Max right there. But now that we can move past it, we can't do the rule 3 when it's the fourth thing. I think she says, well, I'm not aware of everything that is bought and sold in my marketplace, but iron flasks are rather rare. I could probably find out. You were trying to track down this item just to buy it?
Buy it, own it in some particular way.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find a reasonable way to capture someone without having to destroy someone. You catch my drift?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she says.
Is this the first time hearing this?
I think it is, yeah. I think Red Shroud says, I could indeed find this information out for you. How about this? No, yes, I'm going to give you this one for free. Stop back here tomorrow before you leave, and if you're willing to wait that long, and I should have some information for you.
That is very generous. I appreciate that. I'll be back here tomorrow.
Actually, you know what she says? She does this instead. She gives you a sending stone.
Oh.
She says, yeah, like I'll let you know when I find out more.
Okay.
And probably, Audryn, you're seeing that she's sizing you up, looking you up and down. Like, I wonder if this guy could be a consort at some point. Not that you get that necessarily. You got the roll insight probably, but
oh, I'm gonna roll insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stay away from my man.
Audryn's like too oblivious because like he has Takui. Why would he even, you know?
She hides it very well.
Oh, dang it.
31. But yeah, I think we can kind of wrap it up there then. So with the thing with the Phoenix masks, I'm wondering if we play that out. I'm trying to think of what you would need from the Mercanes, or sorry, what you would have to give the Mercanes for them to part with the Phoenix mask. It's obviously a very powerful artifact and stuff. Do you have anything you could trade for it, Josh? Do you have anything you could trade for the Phoenix mask if you go to the Mercane ship?
Not a whole lot. I have.
What would be Git's plan there?
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Right.
I think. I think Git's more like if he can arrange it, then he would just like try and trade it for services rendered.
Sure.
Because like, yeah, Git's quite happy to go bouncing around doing things, as long as they're not outright evil.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's probably what we can just get as the end of that thing, so we don't have to play out a giant bargaining scene with these Mercanes. It's mostly just a kind of like an Easter egg. We're just like, oh yeah, it's the Mercanes again. If there's Harpo, wave at Harpo, and then we move on. But yeah, I like the idea that Get just promises, because like the Mercanes, their whole thing is like extraplanar merchants. They go around on this ship that can fly and go in the water and probably go, do lots of other things too, and go all over the planes and sell things to anybody and everybody, and can teleport back to like warehouses they have in Sigil to like bring items and stuff. So you are obviously a very knowledgeable, cool guy with lots of weird magic stuff. So they would probably be like, yeah, okay, cool, let's sign a contract, right? Like you after you're done with whatever you're doing here, you're gonna come work for us for a while, right? Like doing cool, like finding cool magic items for us to come go sell, right? Like here, there's a contract you have to sign.
These sound like collectors.
Git is an excellent negotiator and diplomat. I recently picked up the Bard thing where he can't roll less than a 10.
Nice.
Because of Court of Eloquence or whatever it is.
Yep.
So yeah, he has minimum 41, not 41, 31 persuasion.
Minimum of 41.
Or close to, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 30 or something. Minimum.
Nice. That's awesome. Perfect. Yeah. I think that's a good place to close it off, because then we have all of those loose ends tied up and we can head to the Wells of Darkness next time. That'll be great. Now I need to prep all the Wells of Darkness encounters and maps and things. I think I have some of that.
So do I have the mask now, or do I wait?
I think you do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you get it. All right, sweet. Very excited. This has worked out pretty well. I've really enjoyed the pacing of this adventure so far. I think we've done a good job of being like talk session, fight session, talk session, and then next time is going to be like exploration, probably, and going to end up fighting something session, right into the Wells of Darkness. It'll be great. We'll get some. I'm very excited, guys. I'm very excited for the Wells of Darkness, as you can tell, because I've put everything there. There's lots of plans that I have for our adventure in the Wells of Darkness. Cool. Yeah. So I think in theory, Damien and Ronan. And now the Shadowfire guy are going to come with you. Sargon is still a prisoner. Were you going to kill him, Audryn?
I was going to have a scene with him.
Yeah. Do we have enough time to do a quick last scene with Sargon and then call it? I didn't hear you, Seth. Have you said anything?
I don't work tomorrow, so.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
I am very tired, but I don't work tomorrow.
We'll do that one scene, and then we can do an after show if you guys want to, and call it. So we see after all of this kind of montage has happened, and we see you guys getting all prepared, ready to go to the Wells of Darkness. We see Shadowfire being suspicious, being a suspicious character, right? And we see this visit the Mercanes and all that stuff. We then get this last scene as the music fades from the montage, where Audryn, just his soft footsteps into the brig of the Sea Wyvern, and we see Sargon like sitting on the bench in that cell, just kind of like sitting bored. And what do you do?
So it's just me, and Nestor.
Okay.
So I go into the cell.
Okay.
I mean, cell door's open. And I walk up to him. And I go, oh, Sargon. Well,
real quick, I think the first thing he says is, Audryn, I was wondering when you were going to pay me a visit.
I always did my chores, paid my dues, just not whenever you wanted them done. Well. Okay, actually, Caleb, Savage Tides, is that like is that a place? The Savage Tides, is that a...
No, the Savage Tide, capital S, capital T, is the magical effect that happens when a Shadow Pearl goes off. right? The tide is the wave of chaotic energy that changes people into savage monsters, right?
Okay, so the term the savage tide, like that's a concept that I like. That verbiage is something that I'm aware of.
I think you are aware of it at this point.
Okay, I meant to ask you that earlier. Okay, so well, how the savage tides turn. Once upon a time, I was held captive by a certain pirate captain. I remember wondering what the point of living was. I remember having no will, no hope. I remember giving up. Now you're the captive with not a hint of life in his eyes, and I'm the captain with power over life and death.
Congratulations, Audrin. You've won. You've proven the worldview I taught you from the beginning. Whoever is the strongest is in charge. And yeah, you can do whatever you want now, because you're the captain.
You invaded my village, destroyed my home, destroyed countless lives. You stole me, made me your slave. You attacked my friends. I only have 2 questions left for you.
Really? Only 2? Wow. A bright boy like you figured you'd have more.
Audrin pulls out both of his rapiers.
Have you informed Nestor that of your plan here? Or is he surprised to see you pull out your rapiers?
I haven't.
Because obviously Nestor his life was ruined by the Crimson Fleet too, so he's obviously here and angry looking at Sargon.
Yeah, so I don't think Audrin informed Nestor specifically what he was about to do here.
Yeah.
But I think Nestor can probably gather whatever he chooses. So Audrin pulls out both of his rapiers.
Yeah.
And the first question Audrin asks is, why shouldn't
Where is my mother? Sorry.
It's, why shouldn't I end your life right here, right now?
There is no reason. You won. If you want to kill me, I should be dead. That's how it works.
What was my father's name?
You think I know that? Sure, I killed him, but I didn't take the time to learn his name, boy. Just another victim among many.
And Audrin takes both of his rapiers and stabs straight past his head on either side.
Yeah. I knew you didn't have the guts to do it, you little boy. Still a weak, pathetic little boy.
Audrin turns around and grabs both of his rapiers and spins them and just puts them back in their sheaths. And he just has his back turned and just does a slight head turn. There's no point in killing you. Killing you would only make me more like you. And so you would live inside of me, gnawing at me until I die. I choose to be a better captain than you. And Audrin just walks out of the cell. But as he walks out of the cell, he does stop for a second and goes, Nestor, however, may not share in my mercy, and as captain, I must do what is best for my crew. Therefore, Nestor, do as you see fit. I trust your judgment. And Audrin walks away.
That is actually perfect. I do think you can tell that Sargon had another thing he wanted to say to you. He was going to be and maybe he does get it in. Maybe it was just because it was basically just going to be yeah, you aren't strong enough to be like me. Yeah, but he was you trying to undermine your point, kind of, obviously uselessly. But when you say that, he doesn't really react. He's kind of resigned to this whole thing, right? But Nestor certainly does step in, and he says, "You have committed crimes against Oh, what is the name of the stupid town you guys came from? It was like something Haven.
Safe Haven?
Safe Haven, yeah. You have committed crimes against Safe Haven. The town that I am responsible for, even if its walls are burned and its people are dead. As the rightful ruler of that place, and as the one who is duty-bound to bear the sword in its name, I am going to give you justice. And then, yeah, he... And he has...
Miss!
No. He has his magic bow thing. He says, swift death to you who have wronged me. So actually, no. So what happens first is as he pulls the arrow out, the arrow whispers in Elvish, swift defeat to my enemies. And then he pulls it back and he says, swift death to you who have wronged me. To you who have wronged so many.
I almost imagine he's like saying. I almost imagine he's saying it along with the elven whispers at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like all at once. It's all so cool.
And then we obviously don't see the shot, right? We just hear the.
I think as Nestor's walking back, Audrin's just like he's nearby and like has his back, and like as Nestor's walking back, Audrin tells him, one of these days, after it's all said and done, after we're done chasing down Demigorgon and put him in his place, after we've after we've freed the Lady of Pleasure, after all of this has come to its final conclusion, I want to go back. And I want to find someone who can cast Speak with Dead. Because I want to meet my people.
Claps you on the shoulder. You will, Audrin. And together, there will be a safe haven again. I think we're going to need to get a carpenter for that wall, though. And we see the 2 rapier holes that you put in it and the arrow hole as it went through him into the wall, right?
I was like, I'll go cast Mending on that right quick.
Good idea. Yeah. Sweet. And that is where we end our session of Terra Invicta. Doesn't sound like we'll be playing next week because Emily and Alyssa are out. But that means it's boys' night. Yeah. And we're going to do probably some like fiasco or something. Yeah, exactly. That'll be fun. It'll be a good old time. Do you guys want to do an after show or do you want to call it? I know it's late.
Well, do we have to wrap up? I guess my question.
We gotta pull the deck of many things.
I think I'm just pulling a card and that's it, really.
Okay, well then go ahead and do it now.
Pull it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I would pull the card probably like right after I like gave Red Shroud the poison to be like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna pull a card real quick. Throne. The player gains proficiency in persuasion and doubles their proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill.
Wow.
They also gain rightful ownership of a small keep in a location of the GM's choice. However,
the one you pulled last time was, I have no earthly possessions. They are all taken from me.
So perfect order. However, they must remove a group of monsters before claiming the property.
Wow.
Okay, so perfect. So then I would have even better persuasion.
Yeah.
And also, I'm a property owner.
That's incredible.
Wow. The property owner that was like probably given to you by
Red Shroud, right? It would just be like, wow, you're so great that I'm going to give you a keep.
Look.
There's a bunch of monsters in it, but if you can beat them, you can have it.
Here's the thing. I think I need to have a talk with Takewee about demons being bad. This is like all good right now. She needs to change her attitude around.
Oh boy.
She needs to change her demon racism.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it. People are just really nice to me.
Cool stuff. Well, there you go.
This is like the equivalent of like, wow, I'm just so hot that like guys are just so nice to me. You know,
I don't
like
get it.
I don't understand like what people say.
You know what's really funny is the people that are meanest to Anna are humans.
Well, let's be fair. Luna is a half elf, so
okay. Well, they're people that are not from
the abyss.
The abyss.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Well, next week, the 19th, we'll be doing something like Fiasco, but then the 26th, we're back.
No, remember, I'm getting my tonsils removed. So I'm getting my tonsils removed the morning of the 26th.
I think that's more reason. Oh, no, wait, you're going to be sore.
Out that day, and then I'm out the next week because I don't know, like, how I'm going to be. Yeah. And then the next week I'm out because I have my post-op appointment, and then I fly back to California, and then I immediately work 5 nights in a row. So I would rather be playing, but I simply cannot because I don't have any PTO to call out of work anymore. So,
all right.
So does that push us back to like March 19th?
Something like that, yeah. Well, it gives me plenty of time to prep. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Sorry, my tonsils are so large.
In all fairness, I think this will work out fine. We have our Terra Invicta side story fake campaign we never actually...
Yes, level 20 characters!
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, that sounds fun.
We can do that.
That sounds very fun.
Yeah, so Josh, we came up with an idea for it was going to be a one-shot, and it's probably turned into longer than that, where basically we all made level 20 characters, and we pretended like it was like an entire campaign had happened roughly around the same time as Terra Nullius, near Calabar for the heroes that saved Calabar during the Death Apocalypse during that time period. And so we're playing out the finale of that fake campaign that never happened with these level 20 characters. And it's going well so far. It's pretty fun. But yeah, so you can we'll be able to watch that next 2 weeks from now. That's what we'll do. And the week after that, and maybe the week after that. We'll see how long it takes us. Oh, but yeah, thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. And we're out. Adios.